Oh, say, can you see the light? What's the problem with shouldn't have turned down those cue cards.
Welcome back to the United States of Australia. I am the Aussie guy, and this is this proverbial fart in the wind, this show. Nobody gives a fuck about us, but we will get to that as we move along. But before we do that,
New Jersey Ranger 201. What a fucking moron you are.
welcome back, NJ.
What's
How
up,
are you, brother?
bro? I'm good. How about you?
Good. I got to click off this screen over here because it's got the live show playing, and it is distracting me. Also joining us, how about that? I don't actually have a drop for him. This will be funny. I'll use this drop to introduce. Yeah, cool. He knows what I'm going to do now, too. I think he's already figured it out.
I love Panhandler. I think he's great. Don't you say anything bad about him.
The man knows the world over for having a head like a fucking pineapple. It's like a pineapple.
How's it going, Fuzzy Guy? You good, NJ?
I'm good, bro. What about you?
Yeah, can't complain. Good to see you, lads.
Good to see you, mate. Welcome back to the show. First time in a while, other than Moody being mean to you a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I left. I ran away crying. I was like, oh, God damn.
It's never been a good combo, me, you, and Moody. Never goes well. Pull-ups is here. We talking soccer a little bit. I pulled a clip from something I watched this week. Well, we'll get into that. Why not? Let's go straight into that. World Cup fever, right? World Cup final. How many hours away is that, fellas?
Who cares? No one cares. No one cares about the final. No one cares.
No one cares. And it probably works out well. We were supposed to do a Sunday night show. Things didn't work out, so we're back here on Sunday morning. Probably works out well, just in case Argentina loses the final and Messi disgraces himself and all of that.
Fingers crossed.
We get this in. We get this in first, but not Victoria. Who you got, Dean? Argentina or Spain? Look, I'm riding with Messi. I'm riding with the GOAT. Get his second one. I'm sure, as everyone says, the refs are in their pocket, so everything will be done from a refereeing perspective to get the little god over the line. Echo, you're shaking your head. You're not happy. Go on.
It's going to be 2-1 Spain in extra time, just Friday. If you do want to make a bit of money, I guess you can put a bet on. It's going to be 1-1 and then Spain to win in extra time. Obviously, Messi is a piece of shit. Ronaldo is the true GOAT, obviously. And I am not remotely bitter that Argentina just played significantly better than us for the last 20 minutes of the game and knocked us out. So, yeah.
I do love the meme that's gone around. It's a little bit out of context, but the Messi with the okay, like that become a meme. And that's kind of the theme. I just got a little clip here. I love my I'm a huge Jordan guy. Like, Jordan is the GOAT. And when I say Jordan's the GOAT, I mean all sports, not just basketball, every fucking thing. Jordan's the GOAT. And I love Jordan's stories of guys. My favorite is Kevin Garnett, where he's talking trash in his rookie year. And Michael Jordan just goes, okay. And KG goes, can't really describe the next 6 to 8 minutes. He goes, but we went from down 4 to down 30. Jordan went from 15 to 40, Jordan just exploded, and I love that kind of shit. So I was watching a Little Messi documentary this week, and it gave me the same vibes this moment, the Jordan-esque vibes, as it were, if you will. As I go to my folder here it is. So it's, I forget
quick question, Aussie guy. Can I interrupt? Sorry, quick question. Did the GOAT Jordan have to take steroids to help it? I can't remember. I don't think he's a steroid.
I wasn't aware of that. I found that out in this documentary that he had to get hormones and shit when he was a kid, which I immediately thought, the Messi haters will definitely use that for sure.
What a cheat! As a kid, what a cheater! have steroids.
and that's the thing about this clip and what I'm bringing. It's the fucking psychological shit that goes on here. And like, that is what fucking true greatness is. So the context of this, to get to a point, I forget what the game is exactly, but it's Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Real Madrid decides the only way we're going to beat them is to fucking take Messi out, hurt him, you know? So that's where we're picking this up.
Well, that was the talking point earlier in one of the bars. They were all discussing how they're going to stop Messi.
Every time they got the chance, they took Messi off his feet.
Everybody was of the same opinion. The only way they can stop him is by kicking him.
Real Madrid's aim was obvious. To rough Messi up.
That one there. Because I know we all like to fucking shit on soccer players for fucking, you know, going down over nothing and all that. That one there, he stood on the back of his fucking foot. It's fucking pretty brutal. So they're going pretty hard at him.
Taken down again. This time it's Schneider who takes a lump out. No challenge going by Ramos, and the referee's reflex action is to get the yellow card out.
Despite the hack and slash style, Messi persevered and delivered the...
So here, at this point, Messi can do whatever the fuck he wants with this ball, right? He's one-on-one with the keeper. He can put it any fucking where he pleases. Watch what this cold motherfucker does.
Knockout blow.
Look what he did to that defender.
Disgusting.
Let's go back. Watch what this happens to this cunt. Boom. He drew him into the post to say, fuck you for hitting me all day. And what I love about it most, if you go back to about here, he put it at a height where the guy had to make the call. Do I jump and kick, or do I tilt my head and run headfirst into the goalpost? That is fucking true genius right there. That's a cold motherfucker. And that's why I think Messi's the GOAT. Thoughts, fellas?
He's a very good gymnast, clearly. All that diving is very good. Yeah. GOAT.
No, but seriously, thoughts on that moment there? Like, that, to me, there's no way he didn't draw that defender in and run him into the post, and that was his plan all along, or do you disagree?
I think it's a happy coincidence. He can do anything with the ball. Messi can do anything with the ball, so it wouldn't be beyond me if he was like, no, yeah, I did that to fuck with him. But I think it's a happy coincidence where afterwards he went, that serves you right. But yeah.
Fair. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit for greatness.
Oh, he definitely could do that. He definitely could do that. But I just think that's yeah.
I just thought in the context, because they were fouling him all day, I thought that's his little, not only am I going to score the winner, but I'm going to fucking hurt you in the process, you know? But maybe I'm just a cold motherfucker that thinks about it like that. Who knows?
Aaron's boring, and April adds nothing. It's gonna be great. We're scripting this morning. Come on. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's gonna be mediocre as fuck. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp.
Don't really have any clips. I just thought we got to hit the stinger.
Oh, okay. Just play.
We'll talk about him a little bit. Theo Hank says that was anticlimactic, to be honest, Dean. I apologize, Uncle Hank. I don't know. Maybe I was a little bit more excited about it than anyone else would be, but I don't know. In the moment when I was watching it, I was like, this motherfucker's brilliant. Pull-Ups is asking, why isn't the Greek talking? Not enough Uzo. Oh, Pull-Ups, are you trying to start a fight?
No.
Fight with N-word, J-word, R-word.
Not for me. Raki. Now that if you remove the star anus flavor from it, then we're onto something.
And the great Cash, thank you very much for the 1999. You're a legend, Cash. Dean, born and raised in Chi-Town here, and went to the games and saw Jordan live many times. Even saw MJ play baseball in Wrigley for the Cubs versus Sox Crosstown Classic. He was even more incredible live. Very jealous of you, Cash, getting that experience. You just sort of you hear the guys were talking about the top 75 of all time, and like all of them were like Jordan walked in the room and all 74 other players just turned, and he was just, there's an aura, as the kids say these days. You want to talk about aura? It's Jordan. Anyway, let's talk about the toe for a minute. Like I say, I didn't bring clips, but I was most disappointed with. I thought we gave him the blueprint last week, Robbie and I. You remember that Robbie was here with me. But I thought I gave Aaron the nice blueprint of how to come back at Carl and really focus in on the arrogance of it all. But as we know with the toe, it's the ego. Wow, I'm a poet. I didn't even realize. His ego is number one, right? And so he had to make it. It's another big win for the toe. NJ, your thoughts on that, and anything else from the toe that you might have caught this week?
Oh well, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. This motherfucker, like, as my old man would say, he never misses an opportunity to miss an opportunity. Like, even when he is given good advice that would serve him, not even advice that has some sort of ulterior motive, like, oh, do this, and like, oh yeah, but I secretly whatever. I mean, that was his when he took his big stand against Diddle Tip. He was accusing you of trying to, and then like Flimmy said, step one, get Aaron on, from your point of view. Step one, get Aaron on Devil Tip. Step two, question mark. Step three, profit.
Yeah.
Like, how do you gain zero from it? And as I said on the show, if you're on Dabble Tip or not, Aaron, the amount and the strength with which you get covered on this show is not going to change one fucking iota. What, like, because he has voice tips and shit, that means that the Aaron segment's going to be longer? Like, no. You're literally throwing, you're being sporting, you're trying to help him out when this motherfucker is missing by like $100+ routinely now.
And slipping up and saying he's got to go to work and shit like that. Like, that's what was so bonkers to me is after he made a big deal about me fucking sending him another DM, it's what happened afterwards is like, so you didn't fucking take in anything I said at all? Like, you didn't hear the obvious fucking good advice that I was giving you? Like, it doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't do anything for Flimsy. Like, sure, right, he's going to get his tiny little piece of what Aaron makes off of his, but for the most part, it's just to your benefit, and but you want to step on your own dick again. Echo, what are your thoughts?
Classic case of what's it? Cutting your nose to spite your face, right? He a lot of people just don't want advice, and you can't help it. Like, you fall in the same category as me, Dean. You kind of think, oh well, it's just like normal, general, decent advice. You can just take it. You don't have to kind of even go, oh, Dean told me to go on it, so I'm going on it. You could go, yeah, I had a look around, and I think this would be a great way to stick it to Melton. That can be your argument if you want. You can go that route. But instead he's gone, it's got the word dabble in it. I can't do it. It's like, okay, cool. Okay, that's another win for everyone else apart from you then, I guess.
Awesome.
Well done.
Every time you fucking promote and nobody ever used Streamlabs. What if you replace Streamlabs with Dabble Tip? Thank you, Uncle Theo Hank. Thank you for the $4.99. NJ Ranger, you have to do Odyssey show. Would love to hear your thoughts.
I'll go see it. Initially, I was very hesitant, not because of all the stupid reasons that are getting tweeted about, but I thought that the costumes looked like crap. And I get that, like, I'm seeing a big discussion about how, in like Mycenaean era Greece, like, it's not the 300 looking shit that we like recognize as ancient Greek stuff. In fact, the armor, because it's further back, it looks dumb. It's like really bulky and stuff, and like the helmets are like dumb looking. So I'm not I'm not looking for that. I know that it's a movie. It's like whatever stylistic one thing, but I thought that like the Agamemnon Batman suit, like that that was kind of. And why the fuck does it have like a spinal column at the base of the helmet crest? Anyway, that's secondary. But now that I see that the popcorn meter is very high on Rotten Tomatoes, I'm like, all right, if like the audience is fucking with it, then I will go see it. It's my favorite story. So
cool.
Rover, the great Rover. I'm pretty sure the script for the movie was based on a feminist interpretation of the story. Not joking.
I mean, there's that one. Maybe it is the same one, but this one of the more recent translations of it. And I was looking through a couple of weeks back at like all the various translations of the opening lines of the Odyssey and the Iliad, and instead of like my favorite translation, the Fagles one is something like sing in me, O muse, and through me tell the tale of that man of twists and turns, skilled in all ways of contending. This whatever woke translation of it is like something like tell me muse of a complicated man. It's like what, like just it reminds me of this translation, I forget which one it is, of the Bible, like Bible for kids kind of thing, like modern Bible for kids. And instead of we are legion for we are many, it says, my name is Lots, for there are lots of demons inside me. Like, like you had, just because you can dumb it down to that level doesn't mean you should.
I remember the great Brother Martin that we used to cover on Get My Go. He was definitely one that was reading, fucking Christianity for kids. Very, very base understanding. And like for me as a non-religious person, it was like, oh, wow, I've got way more understanding of Christianity than you do. And you're fucking sitting here preaching it online. That's wild. Yeah. Jeff closed with an amazing compliment. Amazing. No one over talking or interrupting. Well done. Thank you, Jeff.
That's a good point, Jeff. Oh, damn it.
What else was I going to say? Oh, the toe and the work slip up. Let's talk about that a little bit. It's funny. Who was it saying about Chad the shame? Oh, it was Ava. Ava talked about Chad being a shame piggy. And holy fuck, did I see that? Must have been today on the MLC. And you saw the little grin on his face. And I can't even remember what they were talking about, but they were exposing him for something. And he had this, it was Dave Serra yelling at him. That's right. Dave Serra was yelling at him. And he had this little fucking grin on his face. And there's something about like that. We've always talked about Toe's humiliation fetish and all that shit. I don't know. Like it's a weird slip up. Like, is the man getting like not just desperate enough to get a job, but desperate enough to let everyone know he's getting a job to hopefully ring in donations? I'll start with you, Eckel, first, because you're a bit more of a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, true. Yeah, NJ does use logic, and I just make shit up. That's a good point. Is it that common a thing that we've got two of these guys in the Dabbleverse with a very similar kink? Because I'll be honest, I just assume it's people using these kind of insults to kind of just give shit to Steel Toe or give shit to Chad. You know, it's easy to give them shit. But do you think with them they actually have that, Dean? Do you think that's like something that they get off on it to a degree? Because that's crazy.
Think, like, seriously, like I never thought about it to the level that Ava described it. But then, like I say, watching MLC today, I was like, he is fucking grinning. Like, you never see Chad happy. He's always complaining. This person's a piece of shit, that person. He looked genuinely happy when Dave Serra was fucking yelling at him and like calling out all of his bullshit. He looked genuinely happy in that moment.
I guess you would have to be really stupid for both of them. And I know people will go, yeah, no, they're just really stupid. But you'd have to be really, really stupid to constantly be making these mistakes and not be like, okay, I'm going to kind of like learn a little bit from it. So, yeah, I guess I'm kind of torn between the two. Do we know what his job's supposed to be, Steel Toe? Like any
There's nothing
Delivering
official. People
papers?
assume like Uber Eats or Uber or whatever.
Okay.
That's what people
Yeah, fair enough.
assume.
Yeah, fair play.
Which, yeah, that's what you do.
A
right?
job's a job.
Like,
Knock yourself
yeah,
out, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, Uber Eats sounds pretty fucking cruisy. Like, you drive around, listen to fucking. Look, and Aaron's deep in the Dabbleverse, you know. Like, I don't want to expose how deep, but he's deep in the Dabbleverse. He's got a lot of stuff to listen to. So, driving around, you know, doing Uber Eats is fucking perfect to catch up on.
Can do your prep for your show. That's a great point, Dean. You can do your prep for your show. And then,
Exactly.
perfect.
Perfect, right? NJ, what's your thoughts on the work slip up and what's going on with the toe?
Okay, when it comes to him and Chad, yeah, there could be something to that they like being caught. I think it's more to the point of they like being the victim, which many such cases. Chad yesterday, oh, if you guys want Dave Sarah on, like I'll quit. Like that's his ideal situation. He can perform the maneuver that I like to call the scandalized retreat. So well, I never, and also I'm taking my ball and going home. That's their ideal position. You can blame it on everybody else for being mean, and you can preserve, at least in your own mind, the moral rectitude.
Do you remember the last Kumia one before he was on yesterday?
Yep.
With Kumia, he's like, oh, it's 4-on-1, 4-on-1.
Oh,
so he gets rid of one person. He's like, it's 3-on-1, 3-on-1. Then it's like KB and him, and he's like, oh, KB's. It's like,
there's no.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to say what's funny as well is he didn't want to go on Carl's show because it would be 5-on-1 or 4-on-1 in the chat. But then, and he had to have Bob as a mediator. But then when it came to Bob and Pat, it was Pat's a pussy for having Bob there and all this shit. It's like, dude, do you even remember yesterday? You know, let alone a week ago, whatever. It's wild.
And also, Bob immediately blamed for Carl windmill dunking on him. Even though Chad said, oh, I didn't do any, okay, Carl is bad for doing the one thing that everybody kind of recognizes as a laudable quality of Carl, that he's prepared. Carl is bad for doing that one thing that we all can kind of agree is good. And further, Chad basically threw that fight, but it's Bob's fault. Why I've said this since the stupid Chad debate arc last year. Why do you need a mediator? Why do you need a moderator? This is not presidential debates are dumb anymore. You need this to have some air of legitimacy. It's not going to be that. So just yell over each other. Give us the shit show that we want, because otherwise this is not nobody's looking for any of this.
Can I ask you a question after Ryan's
you one first? Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Ryan
A.
Is it true Eccles was only allowed to be goalie in football?
I wasn't always fat, so no. I used to play a wing back, believe it or not. Yeah.
I was never any good at football or soccer, but I played indoor soccer for a few seasons. But my whole thing, I'd just sit back in defense, and then if the loose ball came back, I'd kick it as hard as I fucking could. And I heard a lot of people doing that, which was good. Go
Very good. So a little question for you two. I think you can be accused of being fair at times, despite your obvious problems with certain people. Do you think Pat potentially could hold a little bit of blame for this not going ahead, seeing as initially the first chat was $2 from Pat Dixon, send me the link. So he was willing to go on his show. He was willing to do the debate on his show. Now we know Chad's going to be like, I need it on my show because he needs the money, blah, blah, blah. We know all of that. And Pat was very much kind of going, we'll put it on Levyverse, so neither of us get it, apart from the guy you do a show with and have some sort of financial agreement with, I guess. But do you think with that, you could go, well, Pat, you're the high IQ guy, Chad's the low IQ guy. So surely you knew with that you were making it not happen, because Chad would find any excuse to kind of get away with it. You initially said, send me the link, I'll go on your show. What changed 5 minutes? Because he said anywhere, anytime. Is that why you now have to change it and you can't honor your previous super chat?
Yeah, that's the only if Chad didn't say that, I would put a lot more stock in that.
Mm.
But this is also a failing of shooting your mouth off all the goddamn time. That you're the coolest badass out there, and then you're presented with Pat Dixon. Now I agree why it has to be on Bob's channel when they have this relationship. Although 5 minutes ago, Bob was a neutral party to Chad. That Bob was a straight shooter, but Bob didn't protect him enough from Carl. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's the high IQ, NJ. That's the high IQ there, where he knows I've got this good reason against Bob. I've got this good reason as well why it's a neutral place for both of us. And also, I know you're extremely unreasonable. You're not going to go ahead and do it. I don't know.
I'll go ahead and be a Pat Dixon ball washer and say, now, once he said, send me the link, that's Pat's part done. And as soon as Chad was then like, no, fucking, it's got to be on my show, and it starts giving you stipulations, that's where Pat goes, I'm not playing a game, Chad. I'm not doing this back and forth. Let's agree to all these different stipulations. You know what I mean? Like,
but is Pat not creating his own game with that? We know with that Pat does enjoy having a bit of content to go over with Karmic, with and with Chad and what have you. And it makes sense. If you're going to be doing these streams, you're going to have to create this kind of content, and you're going to get a lot more out of it by not having the debate than you're ironically by having a debate where everyone goes, boring. Pat came with facts. Chad didn't. Next. You gonna have one next.
This was my whole take with and I've said before, I understand why Rocco and Cardiff have to say this to cover their own asses. We actually want you to do the special. That they have to disavow anything to the contrary. I said on our show, neither am I going to personally, nor am I going to direct anybody to do anything to fuck with his special. But as we say where I'm from, irregardless, I'm going to cover this shit. When you abscond with the money, I'm going to cover that shit. If you fart out a special, I'm going to cover that shit too. I don't get the moral grandstanding about that. Like, you guys need this to come out. No, I'm going to make fun of your dumb, thieving, fat ass. Regardless, like that's not, so we don't, the special is not necessary. The debate is not necessary. I will get the content if it doesn't happen or not. So I get that logic.
Chad had a tweet which I thought was fucking hilarious. Like the first line of the tweet was, I said anywhere, anytime before Pat Dixon super chatted me. I was like, yeah, we understand that, and that's why you went, oh shit, I shouldn't have said it anywhere. Like, why are you telling us the obvious, Chad? We understand this. You said it before you realized it could be fucking.
I said it before I actually got pressed on doing anything.
But to accidentally defend Chad, he then went anytime, any place, unless it's like not tonight or tomorrow, because then I have to maybe do it sometime next week. I could probably fit in on Wednesday, and you're like, well, okay, you can't really hold him against that when he's already ruled it out 10 seconds later by going, well, as long as it fits my very
anytime, any place schedule. On my channel. You gotta love that. That's like a verbatim
anywhere, anytime at these specific locations at these specific times.
Oh, Chad.
There was something. Oh, Echo. Yeah, I was watching you talk about the Landon with Cardiff Electric and Rocco, and hate to say it, I kind of agreed with Landon on that.
Yeah.
In terms of Cardiff can't really say he had nothing to do with the guy pulling out. And what just frustrates me, and it's become a theme in the Dabbleverse across everything, and it obviously started with Stuttering John. Is the whole thing that people will come in and say, like they had callers calling in and saying, yeah, but Chad's done this. It's the Yabbit crowd, yeah, but Chad has done this. So it's okay that it's like, yeah, but we shouldn't be doing it. We shouldn't be contributing to it. Like, yeah, there are bad eggs that are going to do that shit and fuck with it. We shouldn't be helping it along. We should just be sitting back and watching kind of thing.
Oh, for sure. It's crazy as well because with the Lion Bryan stuff, you could see that he was kind of putting some good points across to Cardiff, and credit to Cardiff, he would have to go. He's not irrational enough that he would just go, no, that's bullshit, blah. But he would kind of go, yeah, I can see where you're coming from, and I can see, because they are very clever, Rocco and Cardiff, with what they do. They're very cute with how they fuck with people, and it's great, and people love it, and they never really seem to go too far, which is good as well, I guess, to a degree. But when you've got two people talking rationally together, isn't it amazing how you can get more from the other people except from just calling each other names? Because Cardiff kind of has to go, oh, okay, yeah, I can't stick with my outright narrative. I have to kind of explain a little bit more, show you behind the curtain a bit. So yeah, credit to Lion Bryan there. That was pretty good.
This is exactly what I meant by I made that clear multiple times. It's not in my range of motion either to be the one who actually fucks with Chad's special. I want to watch it fail from afar. I don't need it to happen. It's why I think that, like, why Landon had to send him a whole stack to get this done. Like, GoFundMe's generally, like, they take time. Why this needed to be accomplished then, like, no, let him sweat it out if you're interested in the content. But yeah, no, let the comedy of errors happen on its own.
Yes.
Let the wine
As
decant.
Aaron Imholt loves to say, when your enemies are making mistakes, don't interrupt them. And yeah, that's what I think I said with you, Echo, on your 24-hour stream. Like, you can't be doing special watch, fucking round the clock coverage of fucking how the special's going. Like, you do have to give the dude some time to do it now, like, sure, when he buys a fucking new bike and he buys a fucking TV and shit like this, you can point that out and go, this looks fishy.
Laugh,
that's all part of the fun, you know what I mean? But you got to let the guy do it now. Like, you can't just say you've got a fucking month to get it done. No, you can give him a few months and let him work on it.
Also, Chad will kind of answer some of these things as well. It's surprising. So I put out a tweet quite early on, and I just kind of said to him, oh, like, good work on hitting the target. When are you thinking of like releasing it? And he came back and he went like in fall or what have you. And I was like, oh shit, okay. So he will give you the information, and you can use that when it's like fucking winter to kind of go, yes. So where is it? But I guess we want everything now, right? Immediate gratification. I wasn't overly impressed either. It was funny, but I wasn't overly impressed with the Cardiff follow-on tweet where he's kind of saying, I'll offer him $500 to wear my shirt, mainly because I don't have $500 to go, no, wear my shirt instead. But also that is kind of like fucking with him, because it's making him go, Cardiff's trying to fuck with me, and it's like, he'd do it himself, Cardiff. It's like, he will. You don't have to prod him.
I don't get it.
Thank you for the $1.99. What do you think of Bidumbass's new ambush bit? Oh yeah, that does kind of link into going into our the main segment that I prepared for this week, the Carl segment. Because something interesting, and I've noticed Doom has been in the chat so far. So they got the criticism of, like, you're just talking about the same old characters, you're not talking about the fucking, the smaller shows in the Dabbleverse, blah, blah, blah. And they said, yeah, we understand. And they brought on Doom as producer. And now we've got a comedy shaman fucking angle going on. When did comedy? I thought he was a fucking pot awful guy. Like, where the fuck did this come from?
Oh, he's a classic dabbler and radio enthusiast. I think that it's definitely some of the damned if you do, damned if you don't. I think that he had some salient criticism of especially Carl and to a lesser extent Blind Mike. So I'm glad that he's getting involved in the reindeer games. But very very predictable. I feel bad that Shaman thinks that Rocco set him up. He just has open phone lines, and, like, again, Shaman, you watch this stuff, you should know, like, okay, there's gonna be open phone lines. Okay, whose ass is gonna be calling in when you're on the show? Come on, bro.
Doom says Comedy Shaman is the future of the space, and Victoria says, "You want my toe talk, Dean?" Fuck that. No, and I'm not saying that. It was just amusing to me that, like, a shout out Doom if you are just fucking with them. But it is kind of funny. It's like nobody in the Dabbleverse is talking about Comedy Shaman until suddenly Dabbleverse Live is talking about Comedy Shaman. So well played, Doom.
Trend
well
set
played
for sure.
Yeah. No, and look, it's funny. I got no problem with having fun with Comedy Shaman. I just thought it was very funny that Doom's first episode as a producer, we've got this character that most people in the Dabbleverse have never really heard of. When you're the broader Dabbleverse, not talking like about you deep cunts like NJ and Victoria and fucking even Eckel at times.
Isn't that what we wanted though from Dabbleverse Live?
Yes.
The criticism was they're not covering these smaller shows.
Yes.
And I get it from outside. We're like, no, we meant Shmuel Buckman. Pay attention to Shmuel Buckman. But you've got to give credit to that because obviously we will see certain people. Now 100%. We now also see Comedy Shaman, like for yourself. Like you say, you don't really pay much attention to him. Well, now you are. So it works.
No, it was more the fact that it was like, I know of Comedy Shaman because of Pot Awful, I guess. And Pot Awful is so adamantly not Dabbleverse. I guess was more my point. But no, you're right, Doom. Wow, I'm such a jerk showing people. You are. Yeah, fuck you. No. No, it just blew my mind, all right? Because I knew him more of as a Pot Awful guy. And that's what...
God, stop gatekeeping, Dean. Jesus Christ. Come on.
Exactly. You're right. My bad. I retract the last fucking however many minutes we've just been talking. Because I've got better reasons to make fun of Dabbleverse Live. Do we want to do it? I still don't have a, I don't know if I need a stinger. I don't know if it's a regular thing making fun of Carl, but I was going to get the clip of him saying he loves watching men fuck his wife and he's a pretty little girl. But I couldn't find it pre-show. But yeah, it's very funny clip. So we're going.
Take your word for it.
Hey.
I'll take your word for it, I guess.
I have played it on here before. I forgot to make it one of my media assets, but it's very funny. He was, for context, he was speaking in the first person as Brent Hatley.
Okay, that's right.
But that's the mistake you make when you speak in the first person in those situations. Is it sounds like you are saying that, so it makes it great. So last week, sorry, I was just looking at Doom's comment. And it distracted me. My favorite shows have less than 20 viewers. Keep it up, Dean, and you'll be at the top of my list soon. Thanks, Doom. Yeah, we are struggling lately. Like I said, I called our show a fart in the wind to start the show because it does feel that way sometimes, but we'll get to that across this little segment. So Carl responded to Kiki. You remember that Kiki clip that I played on Tuesday morning? I think I did the show. Shout out So Thorough Joe Burrow, the good clipper Doom. So Thorough Joe Burrow clipped that for a Breaking Visconti, part of his Breaking Visconti series. So thank you to So Thorough Joe Burrow for that, and was nice enough to call my performance surgical. I thought it was quite the compliment. So obviously I covered this clip pretty extensively. I did the whole 20 minutes on the show last week. Now, Carl and Mike are more focused in on the Carl part, where she called Carl a liar. So we've got a moment here where this is becoming a problem with Carl. I think there's a serious hatred of women that comes through from Carl. So we pick it up with Carl just really got to hammer home the whole Jason Scoop thing with Kiki, and as everyone knows, I have a problem with this, but let's see how this one plays out.
Wait, Carl and who?
Tough, I imagine, but you can't then go after other people with the same tenacity.
That right there is the problem.
Yeah.
So I've never had someone on my show that made me cry.
Right.
I don't get upset about things. She calls me a nervous wreck. She says I cry. I don't, and there's no evidence of this. And then Keanu goes out and goes, "Yeah, this fucking club-footed douchebag. look at this fucking loser." You're like, Keanu, if someone brings up Jason Scoop, you fucking bawl your eyes out over it.
I mean, that's a big switch from club-footed douchebag to you got the shit beat out of you. You know what I mean? It's a pretty massive leap. Now, what I'm about to say, right? I'm gonna be careful how I word this. You know what I mean? Because this is only for perspective. Right? I'm not a tough guy. I'm not threatening anything. I want to make that clear. All right. This is just for perspective. Carl, if I was alone in a room with you, I promise you afterwards you would cry at the mere mention of my name. I think I could do that. So like that's just for perspective, Carl, when you want to laugh at someone that's like been through trauma. You know, like it might bring a tear to your eye if people keep throwing your trauma in your face. You guys understand the perspective I put that in? You know what I mean?
Yeah, not
Carl's
exactly.
Going to beat up Carl.
Hey?
You're going to beat up Carl? Is that what?
No, just for perspective, Echo. Just for perspective, you know?
Yeah,
You're
not
in a situation
exactly.
where you can't get out of a room with someone that's physically bigger, more physically dominant. You know, it would be a traumatic experience.
I don't think it's comparable. And also, Carl, weren't you the guy that remember when Aaron was gonna report Dr. Steve to whatever medical authority? We go, oh, it's not fun. Like it's not fun anymore. Like, all right, you weren't crying, but like metaphorically, if we expand the definition a little bit, not even that much, like you could be mistaken for crying about that, and that's something that's a lot lesser than people constantly trying to dunk on you with your domestic abuser, right? That seems like a more trivial thing.
Yeah, Uncle Hank, there was no threats. It was just
Report him,
perspective.
Theo.
In a boxing ring.
In Minecraft, yeah, for sure.
Just perspective. Right? I'm on the other side of the world. I'm not going to be in the same room as Carl. Right? Carl, don't get nervous. All right.
Until Hackmania 4, Carl. Then what's going to happen?
And this is going to get worse, fellas. All right. I'm going all of the like dumb shit angles today. I'm going.
Oh, good.
Threatening violence one. We'll get to the other one soon. Next up, we go to Mike kind of gets it in this next section where Kiki's just got to the allegation that Carl lied about her, blatant lies. And she's just explained that. And so, yeah, this is Blind Mike. He kind of gets it.
Okay.
Can I ask a quick favor
I will
before we start?
Yeah.
Obviously, NJ's doing a great impression. Can you just turn yourself like 45, 90 degrees as well?
Wait, wow. This way.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's crack on. There you go. Perfect.
That's very good. Oh, Echo, could you do me a favor, by the way? Because I still can't do it in my own chat. You might pop in the super tip link in for me and I'll pin it.
I don't think I'd be able to. I'm not a moderator. It won't let me put a link.
You're a mod.
Yeah, I am a moderator. Oh yeah, sure, that's fine. I don't know what your super tip link is. Yeah, sure. Give me a second. I'll go find it.
USOA. So I was just reminded because of Uncle Hank here, Cowboy Shorley, the best sad stream fact. Because we do now have Cowboy Shorley over at supertip.gg/USOA. Yeah, I completely forgot about Supertip. Look at me just getting on with the show and not thinking about money.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Maybe we should send him money.
Until I remember
how good he is.
And I went, oh yeah, money. There we go. Thank you, Echo. Just go ahead and pin that bad boy.
Supertip.dg, as Joey once said.
Super tips. Let's send some super tips. .dg as well. Yeah.
So yeah, everyone can rush on over to Supertip. That'd be great. All right. Where were we? What was I? Oh yeah, Mike kind of gets it.
Okay.
Right, that was the setup to this clip.
I will say, I think she's overplaying her hand a bit because just as a listener, I'm not listening to that thinking, oh, Carl is directly quoting someone.
Correct. All right. That was exactly what I said. He's paraphrasing. And I went on to a whole thing about how you've been doing that this entire clip, Kiki. So Mike kind of gets it. because then he says this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I've heard, like I just said, I've heard Keanu make fun of people in a way that does seem hypocritical. I don't know what she said about Kayla Ricada, but I know she's been on.
So that's a part that's wild to me. Did you not listen to the clip leading up to when she talks about Carl? Because it's literally what she's doing the entire time, talking about how she posed for the photo and they were all on cocaine. And she was literally, for the entire 15 minutes leading up to her mentioning Carl, she was doing exactly what Carl said. So that's what was weird to me, that like Mike picked up on the fact that Carl was paraphrasing, but didn't pick up on the fact that the exact clip that she's talking about it, she's doing that exact thing.
Yeah, she was doing a PG-13 version of Gino's classic slob contour Kayla Ricotta bit, if you will.
100%.
Streams where Gino is calling her a cunt and talking about her kids and all kinds of shit, and Keanu just sits there. So it didn't strike me as a far-fetched thing, and I think the amount she is worked up over it, it's a little like she's got...
So, yeah, all right, correct. For the most part, correct, Mike. He kind of gets it. And look, at the end of the day, Mike is the first to admit he doesn't know this shit. He doesn't watch a lot of Keanu, all of that. He doesn't shy away from that. And for the most part, the shit that Mike doesn't know about, he's got a great sense for. He does seem to have a great sense for this shit. And he is generally on the money. So I'm not really being too hard on Mike. It's more pointing out the fact that even Mike, who doesn't pay attention to this, kind of gets it here, kind of gets what this is. So I assumed Carl would take the exact same angle as I did, and saying, it's paraphrasing, you idiot. Mm-hmm. You've been doing it for 15 minutes in this clip. Like, I don't need to go find a clip. But no, that's not what happened.
But alas.
Here's the second time in the same video that Gino goes off. And let's see how Keanu handles this, because she's so concerned about Kayla Ricada.
All right. So that just there, what he's just said, I think nobody claims that Kiki's saying she's nice to Kayla Ricada. I don't think Kiki's ever claimed that. So that was a weird thing to say. But Carl went searching for clips of Kiki in the past to prove a point. And the clips he found are Gino calling Kayla a whore, which we all knew already.
Yep.
And right now, listen to what Kiki says in this clip right now that Carl went and found. He had to go through the archives to find this.
Because I said that Kayla posed for the photo, they would like to frame it as if Kayla had no idea the photo was being taken. As if Aaron set up a camera or a hidden camera in like the house or something, and
almost fucking word for word what she said earlier in that clip where she mentioned Carl. He's gone back in time to find a clip of her saying the exact same thing she said in the fucking clip.
Very good.
That you already had. Bonkers. Fucking bonkers to me. I thought you were a pro, Carl. I thought you were fucking top of the game. In the meantime, thank you to Anonymous using a very gay voice. Oh, let me hit the button first.
Mine.
Well done, Echo.
Carl may be a smile talker, but I have perfected British smile talking. I have a lovely, dainty British voice, and I am a joyful little cherub. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Anonymous. Oh, do you know what I caught Chad saying? I wish I had a clip that I was actually watching Chad live the other day, and I caught him saying, like you want to say, I can't thank you enough.
Mm-hmm.
But Chad forgot to finish the sentence, and he just said, I can't thank you.
Perfect. I do want to criticize something slightly, and it's not really to defend people like Kiki and what have you, but we are aware people care more about themselves than other people, right? So when it's something that happens to her, she might be like, that's well out for her because that traumatizes me. And sure, maybe she's a bit of a hypocrite that she doesn't, and if that's your argument, okay, but she's not, when she's crying because she's getting reminded about Jason Scoop, That's not because she's like morally like hates everyone who gets domestically abused and wants to go on a crusade to protect them. It's because that hurts her personally and it triggers her. So I do find it funny how we kind of impose these unrealistic expectations on someone that showed no proof of being that kind of person previously, and we expect her to kind of be faultless with her criticism or points.
Yeah, look, I think the thing is, and I think sometimes even I fucking lose sight of exactly what I'm fucking arguing. You know what I mean? I think we all do. We get carried away in the moment, whatever it is. I think the thing with Kiki and what I tried to point out last week is, you know, I've been vehemently against the Jason Scoop stuff. But at the same time, it is trying to get a message through to her to say, hey, Kiki, this is why it happens, though. Because of situations like this. When you're doing this, this is why it happens. I don't agree with it. I don't think people should. But you're asking for it by doing this kind of shit. Same thing with, you know, the Little Emmy rant on Kim Nicholson from Hughesy's fucking member stream. Like, Kim Nicholson, you had to know that was going to come at some point. Like, someone was going to, like, eloquently fucking
Can
go
we play
over
that at
it
some point?
like Lemmy did. You know, like, you know, and then when it's someone like Lemmy who can articulate a point very well, it can be brutal. And but it's hard to say Kim wasn't asking for it. You know what I mean? Like, it is that kind of situation. Yeah, thoughts, NJ?
If you want to be a person in the arena, you have to expect that. You have to expect that. It would be unreasonable to think otherwise. And so yeah, I'm a big golden rule practitioner. So yeah, if you visit this upon other people, you can't be shocked when the chickens coming home to roost never made me sad. I'm an old farm boy. It made me glad.
Very good. USA H Kumar, new channel alert. Please subscribe and join the journey. There you go, folks.
Let me go ban him real quick. One sec.
Yeah, what was I going to fucking say? I've forgotten.
You're just going to say, Echo, what do you think? You're probably going to say that, I reckon.
Echo, what do you think?
Oh, great question. Thanks for asking. It is a story of practice what you preach, right? Especially, I think, with Kim, I think it might be a good video if we get time to play and to watch. Am I hearing myself come through twice? That's weird.
God, turn your thing off.
Well done. I forgot to turn off the button. But I super tips. Thanks, Echo.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, that's all right, mate. So yeah, it's a crazy one because certain people go off in chats a lot, and when you're a recognizable name or face, and you have a little show as well that you do, people will hold that against you 100%. So yeah, I think that'd be a great clip to play later on if we get a few minutes.
We probably will because this is the only thing I actually prepped. I've got one other thing loaded up.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll probably get an opportunity. Yuzi's here going up against Papa Kill, the ego on you guys. Thanks, Yuzi. All right, so from this point, it's just pretty much Gino going off for a bit. And when I realized how long it was playing for, I was like, fuck, I shouldn't have clipped all of this.
Look at these faces they were getting.
Oh, that was there. Where was it? There it is. Oh.
There he is, overdrawn Turturro himself.
Which, what I will say about this, the reason I'm kind of skipping past all of this, is if the whole point is that you guys are being shitty to a victim of a crime, like, maybe don't play them saying all these shitty things to her again, you know what I mean? Especially when you've got a much bigger audience. It's not great to keep hammering home this fact.
As Carl nurses beer going,
yeah.
me.
Kayla, horror, 3 times.
Why are you so angry?
And he's I know, it's so ridiculous. That was back when they thought that he was going to get a $50 fine for it. They realized he was going to get 8 days in jail.
So that's how far back Carl went to find these clips, rather than just use the material that he had from that week in time.
So he calls her a whore all these times, and Keanu goes,
yeah. And Keanu will say, like, I didn't say it, Gino said it. But it is a little like if you
Yeah, but that was the point of all this, wasn't it? Like, Keanu's thing was, Carl, that she's never said the words that you said she said. Going back and finding a clip of Gino calling Kayla a whore does nothing to fucking prove against that fact. Your whole thing, your whole argument would have been it was paraphrasing, Kiki, which is what I said. Again, I gave the blueprint to another dummy of like how to fucking handle this, and they've gone about it the complete wrong way.
How do you feel about guilty by association, Dean? So this is something that Kiki kind of gets accused of a lot, I guess, with some of these things with Gino, and she kind of goes, hey, it's nothing to do with me. I'm just married to the person and live with them. And you're like, yeah, but you can understand why someone might bring it up then. Do you think, no, one person?
No, well, I
person,
said it last week in terms of, no, you can't control Gino. Gino's going to say what Gino says. I agree with that. But you can say, hey, Gino, this makes us sound psychotic. And this also rubs off. You could stand up for yourself and say, hey, I'm not comfortable with this talk. You know, could you dial it back? Like it's upsetting to me as
do
a
that
victim.
lately, you know.
Hey?
I've seen her do that lately. You know,
Yeah, I
I've
think
seen
she's
her
gotten
kind of
better
say
with
to him,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So I do subscribe to an extent, but I also don't think you can just sit there and let him rant and not, unless you're completely comfortable with it. I feel like you should speak up at some point and be like, this sounds psychotic, Dino. You need to dial it back a peg, you know?
It's a phrase that I hate, that you're platforming this. But in this case, like it is the definitional thing that you are platforming it. I think that she is more guilty by association with the Aaron stuff.
Yeah.
That she will move heaven and earth. Again, she's not married to this dude. So you can't even have that as a mitigating factor. This is some asshole from Bumblefuck City. They paid you guys a couple of times, and you're willing to go to such lengths that he ends up not directly as a result of this, but was factored into it, that he ends up going to the can for 8 days because of your going to bat for him.
Yeah, going to bat for him in terms of batting him straight into a jail cell.
Hello.
Yeah. Kim Bowley, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Very kind, Kim. Appreciate that. And I saw in the live chat that she gifted herself, which is always fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Efficient.
Thank you very much, Kim. Fuck, NJ, you had said something that triggered a thought, but then I went to the gifted, and now I've forgotten that thought. So we will just
platforming people or going to bat for Aaron.
Nah, it's not triggering it. It's fine. I can move on. Obviously wasn't that important or insightful. You know?
shame other people for doing it, and then you're on a show with Gino, he's doing it, and you're like, nice one, baby. Like,
she's giggling and cheerleading. She's cheerleading this behavior right now. So my bad, full retraction. Keanu, you are fucking awesome. And you are so great to Kayla Ricada. You and Gino have
again, missing the point. I don't think, again, Kiki's never claimed to have been good to Kayla Ricada. That's not the thing here. She feels like you lied about her, Carl, when you paraphrased. That was the key thing here. And but this is where we get to the crux of the matter here today. Fellas, I feel like I kept saying last week it wasn't a lie from Carl, you know what I mean? Like, although he did make up shit about me. It wasn't a lie. Like, I was really couching, but it's now been a week and there has been no retraction or anything from Carl about the false statement that he made about me.
Shocking.
Yeah. And I feel like it might have to go to legal action because suggesting that I was like trying to be, you know, messaging Aaron to be a co-host and to help his show, it's pretty damaging to the reputation. Wouldn't you guys agree to trying to associate with a human being like Aaron Imholt? Would you guys say I'm on the right path there?
It's the there's a phenomenon in conspiracy theory type stuff called shit coding. When you try to discredit, we might call it in common parlance, discrediting something. So now, who is going to listen to you as a fair arbiter if it's being framed as you trying to get Aaron to be a co-host on the show?
100%. And also, mental anguish. People calling me a faggot has gone up 248%.
Sorry about
it. Since Carl said that, and like I don't go in half-assed, fellas. You know, if I'm going to take legal action, I'm prepared. So I do have sworn affidavits from all of those people that called me a faggot recently. They swear that they only said it because of Carl's information, based only on Carl's information. So I think I've got him covered there in the mental anguish side. Now we talk damages. All right. I have sworn affidavits from Rover, Balmert, Just Jules. Who else went? I think Kim Bowley. I've got her signed up. They're all attesting to the money they would have donated had Carl not said that. But then that started to question whether they should be donating to me if I'm trying to get into business with such an evil person. So sworn affidavits from them. Also, Carl, it was on Blind Mike's channel, which means now we've got to drag Blind Mike into it. Now I've got to fucking sue Blind Mike as well. So now you've dragged your buddy into it, which that's pretty rough, I think. Basically, Carl, I've got you bent over a barrel at this point. Let's talk out of court settlements. I'll start with $1,000 super tip. Carl, all right, $1,000 super tip and a full retraction. This will all go away.
Yeah, in furtherance, excuse me, of this, I actually heard Jimmy Balmert the other day say
Super chats are gay.
That's wild to that Carl brought him to that point.
Yes, that is damning. That is
I think have you noticed we got an extra person in the studio? Robbie wants to come on and have his say. 1 second.
Oh, yeah.
Get in the shower, faggot.
Fair enough, Robbie. Fair play. Thank you for ever sent that to me, but
such a great moment. I love it. He doesn't chime in much, but every now and then there's a fucking chime in like that. That is just fantastic.
Yep.
Hopefully Robbie will be back next week when we properly get back into the full swing of Sunday nights. The sort of permanent Sunday night slot. All right. So yeah, that's the lawsuit laid down. I think Echo, what do you think? Do you think I'm preparing a pretty good case?
I think he should do a GoFundMe so he can sue you for the third one. I think that'd be appropriate. Go on, Carl. Sort him out, Carl. Sort him out. He doesn't know he's messing with Carl. Go on, fucking get him. Get him.
I got one more clip. I don't really remember what it is.
Right. Oh, that's the other thing I meant to mention.
Yeah.
Why? Why is it always legal speak with these people?
Oh, whoops. Yeah, no, I wouldn't play that, would I? No, they're making fun of taking legal action. No, we wouldn't make fun of taking legal action because I'm suing Carl and Blind Mike for the false statements, full retraction, $1,000 super tip, or I'll see you in court, fellas. Retract, Carl. And just so you know what you need to retract, I've never DM'd or messaged Aaron Imholt and asked to be his co-host or offered to help him with his show. I messaged him and called him an idiot for dismissing Dabble Tip because it could help him financially. All right, that's full retraction, please, Carl, and $1,000 super tip. Ryan A., thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Ryan A. It's very kind considering I called you Rihanna earlier. Oh, I'm sorry.
He called me a goalkeeper, so you know it's fine.
Oh, and the great Kim Bowley. Guess who's here, folks? We're getting a visit from Cowboy Shuley.
Dean is not a F-A-G-E. I am against this kind of speak. Robbie, take it back.
Where did the E come from?
Yeah,
he's
that
called
was,
F-A-G-E.
That was hallucinated.
See that again.
Dean is not a FAGE. I am against this kind of speak. Robbie, take it back.
Wild. I put in the chat on NJL Live the other day, but I'll announce it here. Little fun fact about Cowboy Shuley voice. I forgot to clip out. There's a couple of seconds of Frog in that.
Oh God, lazy.
Well, no, not lazy. I was going to clip it out, but then I uploaded it to my laptop and shit, and then completely forgot and just went bang, made the voice, and I didn't think about it till later. So now I'm just hoping there'll just be a random word where he'll sound like Frog or something. You know what I mean?
I'm actually. This is also still me as Cowboy Shirley.
So that'd be fun. All right, was I done? Yeah, I'm done with the Carl mocking this week. But there is something with. Look, Carl is always really well prepped, and he does his shows, like his WATP shows. Shit like that doesn't happen. Like mistakes like that, not understanding the context of everything and all of that, like they don't happen with WATP. And look, this little piggy, he doesn't do any prep for, but he's just more well versed on Aaron than anything else. But I think with Dabbleverse Live, if you are just following Clippers and what the Clippers are clipping and not getting full context on things, or only just playing the clips that Mike pulled for you or whatever, you can find yourself coming up short with all the context and all the understanding of what's going on. And I think he's a couple of weeks in a row, I think he's found himself wanting in that department on Dabbleverse Live. You guys got any thoughts on that before we close out on Carl?
Go ahead, Pineapple.
I think he's doing a stand-up job. I honestly think you should leave Carl alone now. I think NJ Ranger should rotate backwards to his normal position, and we should crack on. I don't think Carl should get targeted by Aussie guy like he's targeting Shuli. I understand there's an audience for it, but one at a time, Dean, would be my advice.
You think I'm trying to take on too many big guns at one time? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, do Shuli and then move on to Carl. That's the come on.
How about you, NJ?
Yeah, I think that the points are valid. I think that the smartest decision that Carl has made in recent memory is abdicating his role as the dude in charge of Diddleverse Live and handing the reins over to Doom. But to your point, that should not mean that he's on autopilot and just waiting for the shit to come across his desk, because you end up with moments like that.
No, well said. Echo gave me a good idea for part of a Shuli Network stinger.
Brilliant idea.
It was a good idea, and I will use that. Echo. In fact, if you want to, you created arguably the best stinger that we've got. If you wanted to, take it on yourself.
At my own spare time, I can do that for you. Gee whiz, thanks,
Well,
Dean.
what, you're unemployed at the moment, aren't you? You got plenty of time.
Yeah, appreciate it. Well, I've got a week left to find a job, so yeah, maybe I should spend it doing your drops for you. Good idea.
Oh, by the way, fuck, I was going to bring a clip of you and Mumbling Nick at the start of Between Two
Or
Hats.
having a little bitch fight. Yeah, oh my God. Jesus Christ. Honestly, all would be saved if you turned up 5 minutes earlier, honest to God. Then I
Well,
could
not just that, but then
balls
when you were
and
getting
start.
into him about the clips as well, which was fucking fantastic. That was
Well,
a good old.
let's be fair. Let's ask the people in the chat. If you watch Dabbleverse Live and it started off with Puzzle Factory clip as the best one of the week, would you be like, right, don't sort this shit out, fix it, amend this immediately? Come on.
Especially
No
if
offense,
Carl
Puzzle
was
Factory.
on Puzzle Factory. That I feel like would add another layer of.
What's funny, like, because I'm honestly, and part of me is still like, the late thing is a bit, right? Like, that's because it's every fucking show.
It's so annoying. It's so annoying. It does my head in. Like, I've always got to be early for stuff, and I know that's equally as annoying. But just 5 minutes, would it kill you? 5 minutes. You get to sit there in the intro for fucking 2 minutes doing nothing anyway. Jesus.
Yes. It just, and because I tuned in, you guys were still live, and I scrolled back to the start. I was like, let's see if Nick was on time this week.
Bad move.
And then it just got worse when you fucking getting into him about the clips. But the worst part, Nick, the worst part about it is when Eccles brings up the lateness and how you're late every week, he just sits there in silence. It's like he knows he's in the wrong, but he refuses to say, yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. You know, like he just can't do it.
Nick's got the perfect answer that he never gives me. I do this for free, motherfucker. I turn up when I want to turn up. Then I'll be like, all right, well, fuck you, I guess. Yeah, fair play. Yeah.
100%. There's a little bit of the Robbies about it. This is where there's so many times where Robbie could just tell me to fuck off and like tell me straight, but he doesn't because he feels the guilt. You know?
Yeah, I've got to defend Nick a little bit. He's never sent me a doctor's note saying he's got a bad tummy, so he can't do the stream. So that's fine.
Just in that particular context, Eccles, is all I mean. There's moments where Robbie could pipe up and tell me to fuck off and tell me straight, but he's too
and you'd be like
yeah, but he's too used to being in the wrong that he's like, I'm probably in the wrong again, you know? Like, because I was actually with Nick on the, like, when you were getting into him about the clips, I was annoyed at Nick because I was like, stick up for yourself and go, this is the best shit clip. This is the best shit, Eccles. Like, it is. I believe it is. Let's fucking do it.
Do you want a bit of context for that? So obviously it was similar to how, you know, you say a lot of the time, if you're answering people in the chat, but you're not reading what they're saying or putting it up on the screen, no one knows what the fuck you're talking about. And I accidentally fell into that there. I had someone DMing me causing shit about Nick and the Puzzle Factory shit. So I was pissed off at that. I messaged Nick beforehand being like, what the fuck is this shit going on again? Is that why you're playing the Puzzle Factory clip and then the Clown Town clip in that order? And he just comes back with like an essay that I don't read, obviously, and then doesn't turn up, so we can't discuss it before the stream. So I'm starting off the stream, and he's pissed off, I'm pissed off, and we're kind of having half a conversation people can't understand. So yes, apologies at OG Mumbling Nick. Give him a follow.
I did forget that context, but also you were right in the fact that we could have talked about this backstage before the show.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. Yeah,
you know what I mean, and we wouldn't have this on-air fight. But it is also, like I say. Yeah, Nick, he is late every fucking show, and he always just sits there like, yeah, what? Yeah, what, cunt? And it's like, sure, say, I don't get paid for this, I'll show up when I want. To be honest with you, I would applaud you for that. But to sit there kind of silently and just be like, what? It's like, all right, now you sound like a dick to me. Like, now you are showing you don't fucking give a fuck.
I actually have a report on what Robbie's doing right now.
And he's walking with ice cream.
Oh, wow. He's walking with ice cream. Very good.
I don't believe he's walking.
Good to know. Sons of bitches.
All right. So what we're going to do TSN wise anyway, we were talking before that Eccles going to make me a new TSN stinger.
Supertip.gg/Eccles. Send me $50 and I'll do it for Dean. Hey,
I had to fucking re-up my StreamYard today. Jesus Christ. How expensive that is in Australian dollars. Brutal.
It's got to be a zillion Australian dollars.
Yeah, 65 Australian dollars for a month of StreamYard.
What a waste of money. Then you get like $40 a month from your super tip. And you...
Anyway, sharing screen. So there's been a lot of talk, obviously, about Chad and his GoFundMe for his special. No, we're not talking surely GoFundMes again. I know everyone's worn out from that. Yes, their GoFundMe was a scam. We all understand that. They said they were fighting for free speech, but then they filed a defamation lawsuit, which is the opposite of that. But no, we're not talking about that. Sorry. A lot of people are giving Chad advice on how to do a good special, and if maybe do it on the cheap or whatever. Sure. And this is a much talked about special. Look at Letitia. Now, this is the special that ended Method Man. Mensa Math's, Jesus Christ. Mensa Math's channel. This was the only strike that he ever got on his channel. Mensa Math was watching Zen's special. Oh, wait, no, there was 4 strikes. My bad. 4 strikes. Yeah.
Dean, can you clarify real quick before we watch any of this? What channel is this in case Shuli watches this at a later point? What channel is watching this at the moment? Is it United States of Australia? Yeah, it's definitely not NJ Ranger 201. It's definitely not Echo Pineapple. It's US. Perfect.
It is United States of Australia. It is. Here's the funny thing, right? just while we're on this topic, in fact, I'll go back to the screen for a moment. The whole thing, like where everyone, they talk about how Shuley refuses to respond to the Mensa Math questions. He says because his lawyer has instructed him to not talk about it, right? And like Mensa Math has nothing to do with this case. So why would they not be able to talk about it? That's the funny thing, isn't it? Mensa Math has a lot to do with this case. Because if Shuley gives his reasoning for the strikes on Mensa Math, it blows up his whole case on Stuttering John.
Yeah.
Because they're the exact same strikes. So if he explains how his strikes were legitimate, he's also explaining how Stuttering John's strikes were legitimate.
Yeah.
Just so everyone's clear on that. That's why Mensa Math is kind of important to the case, because that's why they can't explain why they struck Mensa Math. It destroys their case against Stuttering John. This is the dumbest lawsuit ever. It really is the dumbest lawsuit ever. Because they're not even getting struck anymore.
No.
When was the last time they got struck?
No, again, since John has been gone, and it didn't like it hadn't happened for a little bit, and then John left, and then nothing since.
Well, John's living his best life according to Ava.
As he should.
Now, look, I'm sure John will be back at some point.
Yeah.
You know, once all the legal dust is settled and all that shit, I'm sure he will be back. But it's interesting. All these people in the Dabbleverse, they talk about being anti-strike and all that shit. But when it comes to Mensa Math, nobody gives a fuck. They don't care. Dude lost his channel over frivolous strikes. Nobody gives a fuck about Mensa Math. Justice for Mensa Math.
Fact.
Hey, how does it work? Echo, I don't know if you know, NJ, don't know how much you guys know about this. If the Shuley Network removed all those strikes now, would Mensa Math get his channel back?
I don't think so.
It's gone. Yeah, no, I think once it's gone, it's gone.
Right.
I think it's pretty hard. Yeah, I think it's a one and done situation. I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. So you guys say all of the terrible stuff that you're gonna get in trouble with, and then I'll be back afterwards to defend Shuley.
Perfect. I was just gonna say, if you can pull up Hugsy's chat saying, I was hoping for Call of Shuley is really funny. If you guys haven't seen the coverage of it, yeah, exactly. Thank you. If you haven't seen the coverage of it by Hacky, JT, and Bacon Bits, who I think did a commendable job as a Shuley guy, just being honest with the fact that this was some of the worst shit that you've ever seen. And Hacky as a character, I've said it before, as much as I enjoy Tukey, Hacky might be Rocco's magnum opus. The voice, Shuley's doing, this is great. Like
It's a
kills
true
me.
puppet voice. You know what I mean? True
Exactly.
old-fashioned puppet voice.
100%.
So there's a couple of comments here I just wanted to get to. A couple of justice for Mensa Maths. Ryan A. or Rihanna. And Peanut Butter 66. Justice for Mensa Math. Fuck, I'm struggling. Fucking Michael Ray Bowering it over here.
Yeah, Michael Ray Tyson, if you will.
Chris Mack. I've seen people legit say, well, if Mensa Math cared, he should have hired a lawyer to fight it. And I just can't even wrap my head around that point of view. Exactly, Chris. Like, and this is the thing, like, we were just shitting on Carl. Carl goes on these rants, and like when he was talking about Chad, like he got all fucking, all of the fucking estrogen like fucking built up, and he went, striking is a bitch move. It's a bitch move. And it's like, but then when Shuley's sitting in front of you and people ask about Mensa Math, it's like, you might take a subtle passive aggressive shot, but nothing that's actually substantial. Like you don't have that same energy.
Yeah, where is it?
TSN took away a dude's channel. Like he lost his channel and he can't create a new one. It's fucking ban evasion. They completely fucked his entire YouTube future over fucking frivolous strikes. We're not going to talk about it. Like you're all fucking frauds. You're fake frauds. It's just when the people I don't like are doing this shit is when it fucking bugs us.
And also,
can you imagine?
Oh, no, go ahead,
Sorry.
Pineapple. Sorry,
I was just gonna say, can you imagine if like KB did this to Stallion 19, let's just throw it out there. Stallion, sorry, pal, you're going down. If he did that to Stallion 19 and Stallion lost his channel and was only on Rumble and wasn't kind of like doing what he's doing now, they would lose their head. They would all of a sudden
Emergency
be Justice Warriors for Stallion 19.
Yep.
But yeah.
Whatever. MLC could take out every fucking clip channel today because every clip channel has got a clip from fucking MLC with Anthony Cumia. You know how on YouTube it's got your most relevant? I was literally scrolling across and it's fucking Doom, Stalin, Pest, Dirty Jersey, whatever. They're all just fucking shouting Cumia on MLC. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah, again, frauds. All you people that go on and on about striking and you're not fucking upset about Mensa Math, you're a fraud. He lost his channel over this bullshit. You cannot tell me it wasn't fucking quote unquote transformative based on what we do here in the Dabbleverse. If what Mensa Math was doing is not transformative, then all the Clippers are not transformative.
What's to stop him doing it again, by the way? Just out of interest. Like, obviously it won't be the exact same situation, but let's say a Clipper kind of took your stance with it and kind of went quite heavily on like TSN, and they did it again. Nothing happened the first time. There's only some weird Australian guy talking about it. Like, what's going to happen next?
The thing that, not that it would stop them, but the thing that could stop them, and partially this goes to Chris Mack's point about like, people not understanding or to be less charitable, feigning ignorance of why he didn't pursue this with the legal remedy that you do, is that these guys are known for doxing people, right? So to that end, the way that you could circumnavigate this is Clippers set up an anonymous LLC. The LLC have the LLC in ownership of the channel. When you get a copyright strike, have them the registered agent will handle it. Get a lawyer to handle it as well. Now, unfortunately, this all costs money. But that's really the only surefire way to engage with them and not have your shit out there.
Yeah.
Well, we can do GoFundMes, right?
Well, there's also that.
That's what they're for.
GoFundMes. Chris Mack with another banger of a point. I've also seen people claiming that TSN is fully justified in swiping the final boss's leveling up in the dab catchphrase because it's a you snooze, you lose type of scenario. Surely legit swipes everything, though, so what the fuck? Again, I heard him. I chucked on fucking the morning show today because I was like, can I pull together a fucking Surely Network segment? And yeah, folks, it is fucking hard to actually like make them quote unquote lol cows and do segments because it's just that boring. It is so fucking boring. And it's like, what are you going to do? Play a clip and go, they think that's funny. Do you guys think that's funny? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's nothing. Such a nothing fucking show. But yeah, I heard them and I think it was Frog, with his fucking super smug. It's like, you can get it from our merch store, leveling up in the dab, like really trying to quote unquote lean into the fact that they've stolen something else. It's bong. And when, like, I don't subscribe to the thing that TSN stole the Stuttering John thing from Carl. Like that is ridiculous. They over milked it. Like that's the mistake they made. They've over milked the Stuttering John thing. And I think that's the negative that they've done. But when you've got now that like John's gone and then it's straight to Karmic and Steel Toe, that everyone's been on like Karmic over a year. Everyone's been on that. Steel Toe, this goes back many years. But then on top of that, Vinny Paulino brings Artie Fletcher to WATP, and now TSN is on Artie Fletcher. And it's like, guys, can you find anything on your own? Can you anything? Just one thing.
Can I put a suggestion out for at the final boss? Now, you're a Clipper, young man. Why don't you go through and find the first time that you mentioned leveling up in the dab, put it in your clip, put the like date of it, the stream, the link or whatever you on there, done, and then do the same with TSN. Very easy to do. I know you know how to do it, final boss. And then just put that little video out there and just have it like pinned on your fucking X or what have you. Okay, because things like this, a shout out would be all that he would have really needed. You know, if for your 1,000+ people, if you went, great clipper, by the way, at the final boss, go give him a watch. He came up with this funny little catchphrase and we're going to embrace it. Fine. That would have been it.
Yep. 100%. And again, it's these little mistakes all along the way that is what we've been pointing out. Like every time we point out a surely fuck up, we say, if he had just done this, we wouldn't have a beef with any of this. Like the whole surely new thing. I think we spelled out in great detail of how nobody would have given a fuck at the time if you said, we've known for a week, we didn't want to fucking make DabbleCon a downer, so we waited till after DabbleCon, then we announced it. No, nobody would have cared.
Nope.
It's the being adamant that this is when we found out. But that's why a thing like saying August 12th becomes a thing. Because it's like, well, you were adamant, you know, so now we're going to question it. Anyway, Dabbleverse quotes, hey, do you guys not cover Aaron anymore? We do. But I'm trying to repair a friendship. No, we talked about Aaron a little bit at the beginning of the show. Didn't have any clips, but we did have a little bit of an Aaron discussion to start the show. But like we're broadening our horizons, Dabbleverse quotes. It's you know, I like sometimes I'm actually even tempted to become a clipper myself, like the Aussie Guy channel, like make it like a clip channel and like just
didn't you do that before?
Hey?
Didn't you do that before?
Well, I was doing like more like Sam Bibley, like artistic, creative shit with Aaron on those ones. Not to Sam Bibley's level. I'm not putting myself on the same level as Sam Bibley, of course. But just he is artistic. He tells a story with his clips, and that's what I was trying to do. Hey,
autistic is how you say that word. Autistic. Yeah.
But no, I just mean like the final boss and Starlin and Doom and all that. Just when I'm listening to shows, going, you know what, this is a compelling 10 minutes, you know, that like perhaps people won't see, i.e. of Eccles, if I'm listening to Eccles or NJR Live or whatever, where it's like, hey, this is fucking interesting. But anyway, that's just a thought in my head.
Can I say this to you with love, Dean? I think you're far too lazy to be a clipper. I think the clippers have far too much time and far too much patience. I don't think that's something that I think of when I think of Dean. But yeah.
I agree.
Before we get into the segment, can I present something?
Yeah, 100%. I saw that down there.
Thank you very much.
Before presenting a screen, remove other media items from stage. Oh, okay.
Thank you very much.
Good advice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was as one does. I was recently in the market for intimate wear. You know, as a nice gift. And I don't know how I looked past this limited edition TSN women's thong.
Wanted to get one of these for Flimsy, did you?
Yeah, that was exactly. Again, when I say my partner, I do mean it. And let's give it a little narration. Introducing the Shuli Network women's thongs, the ultimate blend of comfort, style, and a dash of cheeky humor. Why you'll love them. Iconic logo. Featuring the Shuli Network logo, these thongs are perfect for fans who appreciate a good laugh and a great fit. Hey now. Flirty design with a sleek and minimalistic design. These thongs are as stylish as they are comfortable, making them a must-have addition for your underwear drawer. Comfortable fit, made from a blend of high-quality materials. Again, blend, that's how you know that it's good. These thongs are designed to be both comfortable and durable so you can enjoy all-day wear without any discomfort. Again, it's featured soft and stretchy, durable print as well, versatile style. Why they're a must-have? Conversation starter. Whether you're at the gym, a sleepover, or just lounging at home, these thongs will have everyone asking, where did you get those amazing thongs? And you'll get to share a laugh, and a story about the Shuli Network. Perfect gift. And really, more importantly, support the Shuli Network. Show your love for the Shuli Network and its hilarious content by sporting these one-of-a-kind thongs. Yeah. I know. Well, wait. What's the blend? 97% polyester, 3% spandex. So it's a blend of two terrible things to have against your cooch.
What I love, and it, like, if on purpose, hilarious. All right, well done, Shuli Network. you walking into a room in just your thong, that's a conversation starter in itself. I don't think what's printed on the thong will start the conversation. Why are you in your underwear? I just wanted to go to a couple of comments. Nice spelling, retard. Why is NJ Ranger trying to buy Shuli Mary? What?
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying that I didn't, and I regret it deeply. Why? Why?
I was just dunking on Rochi, the big fucking dumb Brit that he is.
Hey.
You're not a dumb Brit. You're just a
Hmm.
Brit. Chris Mack, I'd like to see the data on which sizes they are selling the most of. Well, it's good that it's stretchy, Chris Mack. They did emphasize stretchy. Say
Well,
that was
I've got more of an issue with when you're saying that they're walking in with a thong on. Who's then staring at that thong and then going, "Is that shoe?" It's Logan on that. Like,
Hey,
you're
buddy.
both in the wrong in that point where it's like, so stop staring at my crotch and yeah, let's move on.
Rochi says, I'm the retard. Remember, tell everyone it's your birthday for money. Again. It's not my birthday.
And his
Roach.
kids' birthdays.
Again.
And his kids' birthdays.
My kids'
Don't forget
birthdays
the kids'
as well, yeah.
birthdays. Yeah.
Yeah. Or if my kids have a dental issue, there's also that.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, actually, supertip.gg/USOA, I'm taking my kids to play, we call it time zone, but like those fucking, where you play games, like you shoot basketball and all of that. You win
like
tickets.
Dave and Buster's and the like. Yeah.
Yeah. So taking kids to that tomorrow. So any of you that want to contribute to my kids just pissing money away playing little games, that'd be great. Supertip.gg/USOA. Make a couple of kids' day. Hey, so I don't have to waste my money on it. I'll waste yours.
Can I ask you a question? Do you say to your kids, this is courtesy of Kim Bowley? Thank you, Kim Bowley.
Well, not specific people, but no. When I get the kids an extra gift or whatever at their birthdays, I do say this is from the United States of Australia audience. I do tell them that. And I would get them to record a little thank you video, but I don't want to put my kids online. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's fine, Isa. Let's leave it there.
All right, let's get to Letitia, eh?
Yes.
Let's get to this special that everyone's been talking about for all the wrong reasons, getting a channel struck into oblivion. But, whatever. So, first of all, Chad, if you're watching, take all the best bits of advice you can. Have you reached out to the Shuli Network, actually?
He probably has. He loves them. And famously, I watched his show Kumia's Cucks because I don't know if you know this about me. I don't like Anthony Cumia. And he would have this banner that's all the cuck, Chrissy and Carl and Gino and whatever, and Kevin Brennan. And at this point, KB was heavy beefing with Ant. And
now he's a Cumia.
He Doodle, his number in the day would suggest for him, Dean, you got to turn off the audio thing.
Yeah, come on, Dean.
Yeah.
Job.
Yeah, you would. I would suggest to him, why don't you remove KB? Doodle would tell him to remove KB from the Cucks. I offered Chad to use my Photoshop skills to replace him with Shuli. Never got a response from that. Only got a response very recently that the reason why he doesn't go after Shuli and didn't go after Shuli during Kumia's Cucks was because Shuli never did anything to him. To which I respond that the real title of the show should have been People Who Are Mean to Me.
Yes.
Then we would be living with, maybe that's my own autistic kind of sensibility, but then we would be living within our truth.
Sorry, I did have to go. Hang on. We had Rochi here saying, hit the like button or don't. But no, if you could hit the like button. Our likes have been painfully low lately.
Or don't.
For the most part, channels average around 10% view to like ratio. Ours has been down at the 5% range lately. Not good. So if you could hit the like, that would be great. I do love this from Don. Is it Don Jr.? Juniors? There's a Z at the end.
Don Jr.
The obsession with Shuli is alarming. I mean, come on, dog. I do one show a week. One show a week, and it's not all Shuli. Yeah, I think when we want to talk obsession, we were talking about shows that do multiple shows a week on the one person, right? We're throwing around the word obsession. I think anyone could be obsessed with Shuley as Shuley is with Stuttering John, right?
You gotta really start banking hours if you want to catch up.
Yeah,
it's quite nice how the TSN guys defend Shuley and that so much. Like we must miss a lot of the stuff in the show that earns that loyalty from those guys. Because I'll have it when I was just covering it, and people were like can't watch it, and I'm like, wow, I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like we cover some heinous shit, but okay, we can't cover Dean going Shuley told a lie 2 years ago. It's like, cool.
And it was an instructional video for Shmuel. Like I thought that was made very clear, not unlike my Shmuel Anthony segment.
What was I gonna say? Mint Diggity here. You're obsessed with Steel Toe, not Shuley. I mean, it's transitioning. Mint Diggity, it is transitioning, but yeah. Look, that's been like the overall. I mean, Steel Toe and Kiki has been the bread and butter of this show for what, over 2 years at this point. I think, well, we've probably reached 2 years that they've been our bread and butter. But now, lately, like it's not as interesting with Steel Toe lately. I know that I can always go to any episode and have some fun with it, but also, again, broadening our horizons, right? Like, let's try some different things. You can't fucking ride Steel Toe forever, especially when, look, let's be real. Steel Toe right now, we all know Rumble numbers are fucking bogus. Like, realistically, he's got like 200 people watching him live these days. Like, for being real, like, if he's hovering around the 500-600 people mark, that's like 200, 250.
Yeah, Rumble is about 3x, I've heard it say.
Yeah. So, like, that's dark times at Steel Toe. I know he's always going to keep a brave face up, but it is just that he's doing this show churning out bullshit that none of us are really interested in anymore. It's tough. It's tough to find fun stuff.
No, for sure. I know Mint just like busting balls. That's what Mint Diggity does. But one of the criticisms I would give people like us is when we talk about Shuley or whatever, we're like, oh, you got to diversify. You can't just go about Stuttering John the whole time, blah, blah, blah. How hypocritical would it be if I just stuck to like Joey C forever, even with Rochi kind of like splitting ways, or if you just stuck to Steel Toe, or NJ just stuck to who we going to say, Chad, poor old Chadley. I don't think there's any harm in kind of trying to branch out a little bit. And if something big happened with Steel Toe, sure, you just keep covering it and you go back to it. Same with Chad, same with Joey. But in reality, I'm having more fun with other people at the moment. So you kind of, that's the way you go, right?
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? So thorough, actually, before that, Toto Pain Media, Z, is that Painkiller?
Toto Pain Diaz.
Come on.
Oh, fucking retard. Toto Pain Diaz. 9013. Pinball for the kids. Thank you very much for $19.99. Very generous. Although these days it's probably about fucking 3 games, these fucking rip-off merchants that they are, but I'm not complaining about the donation. It's a magnificent donation.
Make sure you tell your kids that's from Uncle T. Toto Diaz.
Toto Pain Diaz. Played for this game, kids. Mint Diggity says, bro, Toe was boring the whole time. Right after the divorce, I was out. Yeah, but Mint Diggity, we all know you're a retard. So it's kind of, it balances out. What? You think Mint Diggity's going to come after me now?
No. It's not his style.
No, I tend to agree with Mint insofar as I used to watch Aaron daily because I'm up. So like I throw that shit on. After I wrote it out for that summer. And then once he did like a week of like election gloating in November 2024, I was like, all right, that's enough. That's enough, Aaron. It's nice to check in with him every once in a while.
Mm. You know,
sorry, Mint Diggity, I'm a retard for not watching Steel Toe nonsense. I'll take it. Fair enough. That's a fair comment.
You know what's a bit funny though? I kind of took the TSN and Luigi Greenberg route with TSN. I kind of paid no attention to it when it was relevant and interesting, and people were like covering it every day. And then accidentally started paying attention, when I started coming on your show and what have you. I don't know. Steel Toe still has his moments, especially if you watch so far Joe Burrow's his loss clips. They're pretty fucking good every week. They're pretty decent.
So that reminds me what I was going to go into before I got money. So Thoroughly Joe Burrow clipped, me going over Kiki last week. And thank you to So Thoroughly Joe Burrow for it. Pat Dixon played it on his stream the other night. And Pat was off doing something, so he just played the clip, start to finish. And it's funny, I looked down in the chat and there was people like...
Strike him.
No. There was people in the chat being like, why is Dean so mad, and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny. Like the way he clipped it, it is the constant me yelling, and it's not the bits in between where like clearly like I'm playing it up a little bit, I'm having fun with it, all of that. And what's funny is I was then listening to Haley and Pat said, you know what, like Dean seems like he's having a lot of fun with his show lately, which like I appreciate the comment. Thank you, Pat. And like, yeah, I really am having fun with it. And it is funny though, when something gets clipped like that, like it can come across in a different way. And it was just interesting to me that like Pat sort of watches the show and he's like, he's having a lot of fun with it. But then you see that clip and it's like, why is he so mad? What's he so angry at her for? I just thought, it was interesting. Perspectives, I guess, on certain things is very interesting. All right, should we watch a bit of Letitia?
Yes, please.
All right, where's the play button? Here we go.
In here, this is a big night, guys. This is a monumental night in comedy. We're making history tonight. This is the most white people that have ever been in the city of Poughkeepsie. Ever. Yeah, clap it up. That's it. We are literally raising the property value of this building right now. There's a Whole Foods right next door going, yeah, now. And the wait staff is excited that you're here because you're going to tip.
Wow, so we've started off with classic stereotypical racism here. Not hardcore racism, just, the funny, silly racism, It's good stuff.
No, I take that back. It wasn't funny, silly racism. It was just silly racism.
Just silly.
It's just light racism.
Yeah.
And they're happy about that because they're all single mothers. So if
there's any single mothers in this very old crowd, it's because they're a widow.
Special sucks if we don't have a good time tonight and nobody laughs at any of my jokes. White power. We did it. I think that's the most racist anybody's ever been in the first minute of their comedy special.
I mean, again, we were calling it mild racism, silly. I don't know if it's particularly racist, but maybe in the first minute of their comedy special, perhaps no one's been that racist. What do you think, Echo?
I think I'm gonna have to tap out. Like, no offense, TSN. Like, this is like honestly, if you said the Mensa Math clip was just him going, I've got nothing to say to this, I can't add anything, I would agree. I genuinely, guys, I will see you later. I'm live late at 2:00 Eastern. I can't do this. I'm gonna.
What if we went to the Lemmy clip, Echo? Do you want to go to the Lemmy clip?
Yeah, okay, we'll do that, and then you go back to this. This is hard to watch.
I'm going to let Echo fucking control my show here.
Sorry, Zen. I'm
like
sure
the
it's
little
really
bitch
good.
that he is, by the way. He doesn't want fucking any of this stain on his legacy.
I just got a DM from Shuli saying that if I don't change the clip in 30 seconds, your channel's going down. So I saved you, Dean, if anything. So yeah.
You don't think white power is that right? Good point. He did say white power, didn't he? That's true. Aaron Imholt over here. that comedian. That is true. He did say white power in that little segment. All right. Well, I got to search for this clip now. I got to go to Doomsday. It was
sorry.
Doom, wasn't it?
Yep.
Now you will apologize, Eckle.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? This is
Should we
one of
play
your
this again?
24-hour streams where you can just
No.
tell people what to do?
I
put
think
them
that we should
after
bring
people?
Kaz. We should bring Kaz on.
Who's Kaz?
What, to replace me?
You remember when
he
he went on your show and he was Casmic X and he was wearing
That was so
sunglasses?
good. He was
and
so
a
good
hat?
on that.
He
Was
so
brilliant.
funny.
Yeah. I tell you what, if he sniped Karmic, that would be something that I would have watched. Like as Casmic X. Like back in the day, like it's gone now. The moment's gone now. But if he did that back then, that would have
golden
been
era
great.
Karma, definitely, bro.
We got to get Calm over here, right? I commented to you the other day.
No
Anthony.
chance.
Karmic hates everyone we cover. Just about
Dean.
But he hates you as well, Dean. Come on.
He doesn't know me. Karmic doesn't know
He doesn't
who I
know
am.
you. It's fine.
Somebody got him. Lamar Cunha got him to watch us covering him, covering TSN, covering him. He was loving it for a fucking half an hour. They pull up a picture of one of the more grotesque drawings of a big-titted lady that he did. I say that the drawing is ass, and he immediately, oh, thanks, assholes, and the clip is done. We're singing his praises for a half an hour. He's agreeing with us. He's loving it, whatever. And Karmic's also out of the going on other shows business. So
yeah, that's upsetting.
It's a shame
because we barely I think we did one Karmic segment, maybe two, but like we certainly weren't going after Karmic, quote unquote. You know, like we weren't calling him a piece of shit.
No.
We were enjoying his language. You know, I've caught some Karmic stuff that it does just crack me up. This is like no human being talks like this. Like this is fucking wild. You know?
A semblance of level.
Oh, right. I found it.
Okay.
I found the Doom clip.
Mm-hmm.
And all right, I might actually take a piss break. So I'll start this clip off and take a piss break. So yeah, just yell over it, fellas, if you've got something you want to say. That'd be the best way I can do this. If Robbie was here, maybe he could
Get in the shower, faggot.
Timing was very good there.
Perfect.
Good job. All right. Here we go. So Doom's put Patrick Melton in the intro. Should I say something to maybe try and make an intro? What could we say? Could we prep something for Doom? Fucking Doom's done it again. How about that one, Doom?
Terrible.
Fuck off, Doom. All right. I'm going to piss.
Help. I can give it to you.
Oh, no, Pat.
You just gotta act.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, I don't think I did a good job. It was the first time I didn't even know how to put a chat up, and I figured out how to do it on the
did
show.
great.
Okay.
That's
Thank
what
you.
I told. That's what I told you, Ava. I said I thought it was a great show, and why would you hide it? And the only thing I could come up with was that you were hiding it because you would let Zoom use it to sell to what's his name, Carl fucking Head. Carl.
No, it really was just supposed to be. It was
Is that his
supposed.
name?
Lady
Carl.
K. Lady K. B.
Yeah, that one. No, not Kevin Brennan. The other guy.
I thought they don't cover Dabbleverse stuff on this stream. Hang on a second.
I forget how this came up, but I think that Yuzi called an incredible audible. I think that Yuzi is essentially silent in this whole clip.
At his best.
Yes.
Yeah. Letting this go was
I thought the
That's
whole
what
point
Yuzi
of
does
this stream was that no one talks about it, Dean. That no one talks about Dabbleverse stuff. It's you get kicked off.
Good point, Eckle. This is a non.
Yeah.
Dabble.
What a
bad.
grifter. What a
Dabbleverse
grifter. He gets all these
bad.
memberships and this.
Only
Mhm.
stream. Doom. I be watching. Always watching. All right. Well, I just hope at one point we get one of those. I'll try and do a couple more for you, Doom. All right. And also, whoops, not that one. Hi, not Victoria. Didn't want to bring that up. Someone actually gave me money. That's what I was going for. And it's Carl's Frosted Tips. Thanks for $1.99. Naveed is the worst person on earth. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Not the worst person in this corner of YouTube.
No. Naveed's misunderstood. What did I say Naveed for? I'm part of the problem. Arva's misunderstood. Sorry, I'm just pouring a drink. That's why I'm off screen.
Well, make sure you don't press play whilst you do that.
I'm going to press play. I'm just acknowledging that I'm still not on screen and why. We'll press.
The guy that does WATB. WATB.
Yeah, Lady K.
Yes, Carl.
Lady K.
Lady K is his new name.
You know, I haven't been paying attention, but there's a
Sorry, Peggy. You know how new fucking Peggy is to the Dabbleverse. Lady K's his new name. Yeah, Starring John hasn't been calling him Lady K for years, but sure.
Sure. It was new to you, Penny, just as an FYI, not to everyone else. Yeah.
Poor old Lady KB, by the way. So originally she's just KB, but then you got Kevin Brennan, so she gets robbed of that. So then she has to be Lady KB, and then Carl gets called Lady K, and she's like, she can't catch a break. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah, it's rough. So we all love Lady KB around here.
Toria versus Kim versus Michaela fight going on in the chat here.
Split. Put it up there.
Okay, start at the beginning. Bring up the chats. Let's go.
Nothing I love than white women fighting. Hang on.
He has his Tolkien, right? He has a couple of good lines in here, and I did love that. Nothing better than white women fighting. I did enjoy that. So Hughesy's brought up Kim Nicholson's comment. You're so mad, I don't get it, Vicky. I assume that's talking to not Victoria. Oh, look at this. Dayla, the best mod in the business. Waving. Hi, Dayla. Member for 20 months. See, I don't know what happened to Shit Show, right? Because Shit Show last week, it came up member for 13 months. And he's like an OG of the channel. But then you got Dayla 20 months. Dayla's also an OG of the channel. So I don't know what happened to Shit Show. Why he's only showing up as 13 months.
Just didn't like you for 6 to 7 months, I guess.
I mean, he's never liked me, but, you know, he's always around, you know, always supporting. All right, so now we're getting to the meat of the matter, right? Hughesy's brought up the fact that there's a fight going on between Kim Nicholson, Michaela, who's here now. Hello, Michaela. And Victoria. And this is where little Emmy gets going. And this is the little Emmy that if you've all that have been around for years and have been aware of little Emmy, this is the little Emmy you get from time to time. And
inventor.
You don't want to be on the wrong end of this little Emmy, I feel.
Of course.
Where's my cursor gone? There it is.
I love it.
Yeah, just for the record, the people on stream are on hallowed ground and can't fight. The chat, go ahead. No hold barred.
I'll fight with anyone who wants to fight. I feel like fighting. Real
Electra.
Like
I would. Yeah, I'm just gonna pause there on Electra. I was on a stream today. I jumped on to Clown Town for a little bit because it was their 100th episode and the family was out. So I was like, I'll jump on. And Electra was on there. And I honestly, and I'm not even saying this to be funny, like legit. Like I only knew Electra from the Blind Mike project, right? And she'd pipe in from time to time. What I do genuinely find it alarming is like now she's in a lot of places drunk online a lot. And that to me is concerning.
Sure.
Like, is there some shit going on that maybe she needs to get sort of seen to, I guess, you know what I mean? Because it does appear like she's rocking up on these streams drunk a lot and saying some pretty wild shit at times, you know?
No, I think she's doing a great job. Keep at it, DJ Electra. You can only go up from there, mate. Keep at it.
And you know what's funny? I went on. Oh, sorry, I can turn my camera back on now. Forgot it was off. Going onto the stream, I kind of had that in my thought in my head. And then as soon as I get on stream, Dave Sarah's like, oh shit, this motherfucker's a bully. Fucking today. I was like, oh no, now I'm worried that I'm gonna fucking be a real cunt to this woman. So I really fucking dialed back. But yeah, it is fascinating to me. The change in DJ Electra, over the last 2 months, 3 months, something like that.
Get chased off the Dabbleverse. It happened to you, Dean. You just wait, pal. We're all gonna have ours. We're all gonna have ours one day.
We'll all have our moment, man. You stay online long enough, you'll definitely have your time.
Love besides my parents feels like, so I'm kind of like just in the dark myself. But Michaela's kind of been 100% there for me, and I know that Kim. All I've seen from Kim is hateful shit. She can't seem to see the good or funny.
So she just brought up another chat from Kim. I'm triggering people in the chat. I'll stop chatting. I'm sorry. Which again, this is stuff we talk about. That's the type of attitude that just gets people to fire up more, right? Because that's not understanding what's being said. That's, everyone's against me, I'm going to sulk about it kind of thing. It's only going to make things worse, right?
That's got to be the intent, right, Dean? Like that
100%.
is exactly like that. You think you're doing something. I've always said that the framing of oh, you're so triggered. Sure, that's got to be the case sometimes. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a concept. But most of the times, it's like, no, they just don't like what you're saying, right? Like, or you're doing something that's shitty. They're not their sensibilities aren't ruffled by this. This is just piece of shit stuff. So,
Mindiggity, I can't find the good and funny in any of these people. Mindiggity, you can't find the good in jerking off. I mean, come on, dog. You know what I mean? But point received, message received. Mindiggity, I understand what you're saying.
I find it interesting because you have a few people like Kim in your chat every so often, and their whole point is just to bitch about the stream and some of them you can have fun with, because you know what they're doing, and you can give them a bit of attention if you want to, or you can ignore them if you like. It does seem maybe a bit of a disadvantage if you also want to stream doing that, because then everyone else goes, oh brilliant, when's your stream again? Oh, maybe I'll go watch Rochi covering it Sunday 5 o'clock Eastern, because you kind of go, what's fair's fair, and there will be some people, and like we mentioned a few earlier, like 5hit, maybe Mint as well, where they will have a bit of fun at your expense in the chat. Even Victoria, will get reactions from you, and that's part of the fun. But Kim, if you're going to do that as well, just realize that you also have a stream and people can come back to you however they want. But yeah.
100%. Adela says here, whoops. Mint has a bad rap. He's just having fun. No, I totally get it with Mint. I enjoy clicking on a Mint fucking thread on X and just watch the horrific shit he says to the people. Like, it's fun. But the amount of times I've clicked on a thread and after a few posts, it's just Mint going, I don't really give a fuck about any of this shit. I'm just fucking winding you cunts up, And that always makes me smile. I was like, he ain't taking this shit seriously. Yeah. He's trying to wind up the people taking this shit seriously. And like, it goes back to what you said, Echo, earlier. Like, I've got more shit in a few weeks from the TSN fans than I've got from Steel Toe, Kiki, Gino, granted much smaller fan bases, don't get me wrong. But all of those people combined have given me less shit over 2 years than the TSN fans have given me over a few weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's people that do get triggered by this shit, and Mindiggity loves fucking tweaking their nipples.
Yep.
In anything. She just is hateful, dude. And it's so fucking sad and depressing and fucking awful to be around. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't like it. I'd rather be around Michaela.
Either.
I'd rather be around Michaela if she's packing fucking 3 fucking guns and angry.
What did Rochi say?
Oh, I don't like Arby's either.
Right, the Arby's, right. Yep.
And drunk, I'd rather be around Michaela.
But Lemmy, it seemed that you and Kim were getting along on Twitter recently because you had a mild.
Yes, absolutely. Until she started fucking. I put aside. I understand that there are bitter people in the fucking world, and I don't want to sit here and judge people for their past. I'm not going to do that. I'll let every fucking buddy else do it for me. I don't need to. I feel like I can't sit by silently while you're sitting there like just attacking my friend over stupid bullshit that happened 2 years ago. Like who fucking cares, dude?
Yeah, let's touch on that for a bit. Michaela's in the chat. What do you guys think on the fucking shit that Michaela got for Hackamania? Do you think like it's over the top? Or do you think justified? She fucked up and she deserves a shit for it? Like, honestly, I'm not that close to it. I don't really have an opinion on it, but you guys may be more knowledgeable on it. NJ, you first.
I think that she was having a blast, bitch. That's where I stand on it.
Yeah. Echo, your thoughts?
I think fair's fair, and she's got a fair load of shit from it, and she's copped it, and she's stuck around. So for me, I'm like, okay, like that's kind of the end of it. And if you're going to bring it up every so often, that's fine as well. But it is one of those things where, you know, if you went on with Steel Toe now and did a show and you brought up the exact same stuff that you brought up on Husey stuff, we'd be like, yeah, we get it, Dean. Like, come on, like, do the new stuff. Yeah, so that's kind of how I feel, I think, with it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
You want to talk about some past shit? You were a literal meth whore. You sucked gross, dirty old homeless dick for drugs.
The way Lemmy, like, I'm a big fan of wording. You know what I mean? You can say some shit. Like, you can say you're a fucking meth whore, or you can say you sucked gross, dirty old homeless dick. Like, it's a much funnier way of presenting it. So I do appreciate Lemmy in the way she's presented it. But this is kind of
who knew that would be our customers? Homeless people. Who knew homeless people would be Kim's customers as well? As if they got the money.
This is why, Echo, you don't give homeless people money. You give them food.
That's
right.
That's what they're spending. I thought they were spending it on meth instead of spending it on blowjobs. That's crazy.
Good point. But this is the point, though, right? Like, as Lemmy says, you want to bring up old shit, you know, like fucking Smokey and Friday. Why you got to bring up old shit? Like if you want to bring up Michaela's thing from Hackamania, guess what? Well, we can all go back in time, and that's what's going to happen, you know. And I remember talking to Kim when this shit all came out. And she's like, hey, I'm comfortable with my past and all that. I was like, okay, but this shit is going to get hammered into your head. If you're going to be talking shit about people, it's going to get hammered into your head, and I hope you're ready for it. And someone finally really exploded. Like, obviously, Roachie's been on the case and stuff like that, but this is Lemmy, someone that's quite respected around the traps, you know? Like, people give Lemmy shit for being white trash and all that, but she is respected, you know? And this was the moment.
What Fleming is basically saying here is,
You are still an outlaw in their eyes.
thank you very much.
Shut up.
Yeah, Lemmy, I think you're preaching right now, and I think you're probably correct in what you're saying.
Terrific.
Even though
Sorry.
Michaela might have like some faults in herself, you know, like who takes a gun to a casino, but nevertheless,
I don't give a fuck who takes a gun to a casino. Is it an open carry state?
I know.
No,
I'm in
I don't
agreement
think
with
so.
you. I'm in agreement.
Did Michaela have a gun?
No.
Exactly. That's my agreement with you, right?
Shut up,
There's no
DJ.
evidence that Michaela had a gun, right?
Yeah, exactly. Great. Dynamite drop in, Penny. That is the other thing, right? Like, has anyone confirmed that the woman even had a gun, or was she just fucking jaw-jacking? You know what I mean? Like,
that gets brought up later by Kim. That Kim said that Michaela told her that she had a gun. But as somebody who has been the victim of people claiming that I'm going to be packing, this hits a little close to home with me.
Panhandlers here. Nevada is open carry. Wouldn't suggest trying it in a casino. Fair. Moving along. Actually, mean nigga. Oh, God damn it! The big guy cried victim and ran to the authorities when he heard that. Tough guy. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, what are we doing? Like, overall, what are we doing? Like, Michaela having a bad moment, but then this dude as well. It's like, all right, dog. Like, how about we all calm down? Maybe we can figure this shit out. You know what I mean? Like, why does it always go to that shit? Who was I saw? Sam Bibley just posted a comment from fucking a TSN fan that's like immediately, fuck, who were they talking about? Oh, it was malware, I think. Yeah, I think it was
Rick,
malware.
yeah. Rick from Beef Drippings, I think.
Yeah. Malware, like, oh, in Vietnam, you can't do this and you can't do that. The authorities would, it's like, shut the fuck up. Malware's just talking shit. Why are you trying to fucking jam up malware? Like,
bitch.
Grow up, people. Seriously, grow up. Anyway, back to this.
As far as we know, right? So therefore, whatever. It's funny that Kim wants to point and accuse people of certain things, but yet when other people do that to her, she suddenly plays the fucking victim card.
It's cope. It's a standard cope, dude. It's fucking whatever. And it is what it is, dude. It's just across the board. So fucking standard. It's boring. Boring as fuck. Like, get happy about something.
Come on, everybody, get happy.
Let me for president 2028.
Dynamite drop-in penny.
Mic drop.
Yeah, and then people
Dynamite drop-in Electra.
People say to me,
I love how uncomfortable everyone else is. This is what I enjoy it for as well. Like, Lemmy's just gone for it. Look at her. She is smashing the rest of that drink. She's fired up. She's ready to go. And everyone else doesn't really know how to handle it. And look, don't get me wrong. I'd be uncomfortable in the same situation. Like, I'd want to make some awkward joke, you know what I mean, to break the tension. I was like, you got to let it sit. You got to let it roll, you know?
people go to me, why is Lemmy the co-host?
That's
like, well, A, she can read. B, because she's fucking great.
I'm gonna.
Yes, Yuzi, that makes you a genius. Well done. Yeah.
Give me credit. Give me credit.
You got the
Give me credit
subtext
for
of
this.
that. Yep.
Mhm.
I'm gonna sound
I'm
real.
tired of it. I'm honestly tired of it. I'm a tender fucking person. I really am.
You're
and
a sweetheart.
I'm in a tender fucking
Wait a minute,
spot
wait a
right
minute,
now.
wait a
I'm in a
minute.
vulnerable.
Sorry. There's shit going in the chat here that I've missed, and it sounds like some bombshell stuff. Hang on. Let's go back up here. I'm looking for Michaela stuff. So Michaela says, the outfit I was wearing, there was no way I wouldn't imprint carrying a gun.
I know.
And then Mindiggity Michaela, really get fucked. I'm pissed. Misfit forever. My opponent. I hate that loser. Wait, so there's something else about Misfit further up from Michaela. Where's this shit? Can't find it. God damn it.
Good.
But everyone was reacting like, no way, Michaela. That's fucked up. See, look, that's messed up, Michaela. I'd never heard your side of this. Victoria says, let it play for fuck's sake. No, fuck you, Victoria. All right. Hang on. Ready, Victoria?
Double spot.
Oh.
Obviously.
Oh.
Pretty fucking
no.
public.
You annoyed me,
This
Victoria.
isn't going to end well.
I'm kidding. I'm not. I don't want to get into beef with Victoria. All right, I'll shut the fuck up and I'll play the clip. My bad. She just wants to get her face off screen. That's what her problem is.
Publicly. So to watch somebody spew some such hateful shit needlessly, dude. Get happy. Be happy about something. Be friends with somebody. Stop sucking everybody's dick who you think can get you up a level. Stop that shit. It's so fucking transparent. And I really feel like everybody has been waiting for.
Great comment there from the great NJ Ranger. Right with me.
You know me. I'm just trying to have a good time.
The passion and energy that comes through from Lemmy here it's just this real raw outpouring of I've had enough of this bullshit. Like it really fucking hits you. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, you might find that Lemmy's going to say something in a minute that you might find rings real true about the situation. Yeah, go away.
I was just going to say I do love with Lemmy. Maybe not as much now as previously, but it pretty much will be everything or nothing. You know, she'll either be like, I'm playing Mario Kart. I'm not going to pay attention to anything you guys are talking about, and I'm not going to add anything during the whole stream. Or inventor of the internet and this. So yeah, very interesting. Every so often getting some of this stuff. It's called Drunk. But
Mick E says it's called Drunk. Yeah, look, agreed, Mick E. Like that's the way you draw out this kind of thing. But like it's been bubbling under the surface, clearly. You know, like shit like this doesn't just, you know, come out unless it's been sitting there bubbling. And yeah, the booze will fucking, you know, it'll grease the wheels for sure. Keep losing my fucking cursor.
For one person to fucking say this so everybody can say it. Shut the fuck up.
That was what I was fucking referring to. So I choose the great pause spot. I'll go back 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I've lost my cursor again.
And I really feel like everybody has been waiting for one person to fucking say this so everybody can say it. Shut the fuck up.
That rung true to me.
Perfect.
You know what I mean? I was stood back there like, not that I've been, you know what I mean? I've talked before of what we do around here. I'm not going to pile on a victim. And at the end of the day, regardless of sucking dick for meth and all that shit, like, Kim was legitimately fucking beaten by men and, you know, suffered through the murder of her mother, stuff like that. Like, that's legit victim shit, and I'm not going to pile on that. But also, I think we've all, I don't know about you, Echo, but I know NJ and I have sort of said the thing of like, you got to know what's coming. If you're going to fucking play in the mud, like the mud shark likes to say, you got to know this is the kind of shit that's going to fucking bounce back at you. Whether you're a victim or not, this is the shit that's it's written in public record. And that's what people are going to latch onto.
She very much wants best of both worlds, which isn't the case. So you definitely don't get that in the Dabbleverse. No one's lucky enough for that. I do see a lot of the time where she put stuff, you know, like girl power stuff. You know, I couldn't vote in this because it was girl versus girl and I couldn't pick a side. And I'm like, cool, okay, like fine. But when it comes down to it, you're getting involved with everyone. Yeah, so you won't be able to kind of go, this is guys just bullying women as always. It's Equality Street over here, 2026. If you're being an annoying cunt, people are going to bring it up and address it. It just happened to be Lemmy who had to say it because she's also a female. So maybe there's not Equality Street just yet.
You can't go after people for lesser stuff and not expect them to go after you for greater stuff, right? That would be an unreasonable expectation.
And again, literally what I was yelling at Kiki last week when I said, I don't agree with the Jason Scoop stuff, but this is why people do it. You saying shit like this is why people go, well, fuck you, Jason Scoop. And it's the same thing applies to Kim in this scenario. It's like, hey, I have empathy for what you went through at that time. I genuinely do. But when you're not showing empathy for other people, they're going to fucking throw it in your face. And I can't stop them. I can say it all I like. I ain't going to stop them. Although I think I had an impact on Hizzy's chat. Seems like there's not as much shit going at Kiki's way, you know? I'm not going to take credit for it, except I am.
I think Lemmy just made me hard. Jesus Christ.
No. I don't know how to be disingenuous. It's autism. My mother never had me.
This is the snap moment. Like, so she's trying to make a point as she sees these chat on screen. I'm afraid of Michaela. She takes weapons to confront chatters she's mad at. This was not a smart move, Kim. This was not a smart move at all.
Tested. I'm pretty sure she regrets it. My father told me it's not a sin to lie, but like my father told me he hates liars. Do you know what every girl wants? Approval from her father. So and I'm not saying this to be a fucking bitch. I'm saying this because I'm sick of seeing it, dude. Like, you have nothing to fucking stand on when you're talking shit about anyone. You literally sucked dick for meth. Jesus. That shit has Coleman's fuel in it.
What I love is what Lemmy says coming up. Hey, I've done meth in my time, all right? Meth is a fun drug, all right? But you can get to the point of sucking dick for meth if you don't keep that shit under control, if you're not capable of affording it. You know what I mean? That
There's
shit
a
can
PSA.
fucking come up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Dean, do you remember earlier when you saying you shouldn't say stuff in first person because it can be clipped against you?
What did I say then? What did I say?
I'm not that dumb. I ain't that silly to repeat what you just said.
No, you can say it in the third person.
What Dean said was how much he enjoyed sucking dick for meth, essentially.
Did I say that?
Pretty
Could
well,
be
I'm going to clip
misconstrued
it
as
anyway.
that, yeah.
I'm going to have it as a
Misconstrued?
clip anyway. It's fine.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Timestamp
Don't clip,
2:15. Thank you. Cheers.
Now you've fucking thrown me off. Now I'm fucking panicking. Never suck dick for meth, all right? Just
don't clip that bit. Just clip the other bit.
Anyway, what was my point? I forgot my point.
That Lemmy gives her bona fides as a former meth user.
Oh yeah. Just like being real, being honest about it. I do appreciate that. Like it does hold more weight when you're someone that's been there, but still was like, but nah, not that far, you know.
Let's go, girls.
I think I saw a little Myron in that. That was fucking awesome.
Lemmy, I wasn't clipping yet. Can you repeat what you just said like 5 minutes ago?
I don't even remember. I'm gonna be
Repeat that
honest,
whole entire
I
rant.
need that on a shirt.
So I will say this though, like, to just be a little bit kind. Kim, please continue live streaming. It is probably the most entertaining thing I've ever fucking seen.
Unfortunately, you covering it isn't, Rochi. But...
Yeah, I don't.
Got him. Yes.
Ouch.
I love the screenshots. Is my favorite thing, really.
This coming up is the fucking grossest thing I've ever heard, by the way. Everyone, I want to warn everyone, if you're having breakfast or whatever, just maybe come back to this segment. This I was not aware of, and oof.
With screenshots of her sucking dick?
Just the screenshots, period. There's some great ones.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Oh, okay.
Oh, gosh. I mean, don't you have ketchup on your Arby's sandwiches?
I'm a fucking perv.
I'm not aware of that existing. Ketchup on an Arby's sandwich. I'm not aware of that existing. It doesn't sound delicious. I'll say that.
Wouldn't they have horseradish on it anyway? Isn't it essentially like a beef sandwich? Yeah. Anyway, literal pineapple should probably go. Thank you very much, Dean and then Jay, for putting up with me. If you guys are struggling with something to watch later, 2:00 Eastern, you can come watch me on my channel. Thank you very much, boys.
Thanks for joining us, bud. Good to see
you, bro.
See you later.
Get in the shower, faggot.
Thank you, Echo. Thank you to Anonymous for the $5. Oops, I thought I changed screens. There we go. Fuck. I'm going to have to play that again because you guys didn't hear that.
Who hasn't sucked something for a little meth? Nay.
It wasn't a hand job. Hand job.
Yes.
Yeah. And that wasn't for meth.
No.
That was actually sexual abuse.
Yeah. Do the audio thing.
Thank you. Thank you, NJ. So this is why I have NJ around. Make sure my show is somewhat redeemable. I didn't mean to remove that. And backstage. All right, should we go back to this?
Sure.
I've had another piss hit me pretty quick, NJ, so I'm just going to...
Yeah, let it run.
Not that
Only 1 week out of the month. Hey,
I like them spicy horseradish bitches.
Oh my god, you motherfuckers!
Jesus, that chat was really flying here. Kim says Michaela went on.
The fuck? Who cares? You are a whore, and I fucked a dude who shit in the cooler. Own it, you stupid bitch! Holy shit! Oh my god! Are
Hey,
you
if you're,
kidding me?
ain't nothing wrong. If you're a whore, own the fact that you're a whore. Shit.
Oh my god! Has she not been here the whole fucking time?
E-Rock comment.
Oh my god!
That was the moment there that I was referring to, where she just, oh boy, that was the explosion moment for Lemmy. And look, yeah, she's right. Have you not been listening? This is the whole point of this. It's like, yeah, we're over the Michaela thing. Like, come up with something new. Have you got something else on Michaela? Because they're roundly dunking on you at this point, and the end doesn't look good at this point. It doesn't look like it's going well for her. Probably time to back off of Michaela and go into full damage control at this point.
I mean, this whole thing was prompted. Yeah, apparently she told Yuzi that she couldn't go on the show because of a new medication that she's taking that makes her feel bad. Okay. And then in the chat she says that that it's because Yuzi said that that you can't come on your phone. And then when Yuzi disabused her of that notion, saying that it's fine for this episode, she says that she didn't want to make it all about her and Rochi. So you could have just not engaged, right? Turn it off. But
well, Lemmy's going to continue to cook.
Right, Lemmy?
Speaking of which,
did you see it? Did you see the fucking gun? Did you see the gun? Did anybody see a gun?
Gun
Anybody?
schmuzz. I got guns. Who fucking
Did you have a
cares?
gun?
Roy Cohn Esquire, thanks for $1.99. What would Nick say about pooping in a cooler?
yeah, my old man would be very bearish about pooping in a cooler. That was not his scene. To be fair,
Look, I understand when situations are desperate. You know, I once was on a mine site. I had no toilets or showers for 5 days. Had to fucking shit behind a tree a couple of times. These times come up. That shouldn't be standard process for your life.
Agreed.
That's when you might have a problem. But as Lemmy's going to bring up, if you can find a fucking man's ass to squish your flaccid dick in between, you might have a quick little windfall. I'm open to offers, Deadfall, by the way. I'm open to offers.
Holy fuck!
The link is in the chat. You don't have to send Kim the link. Nice podcast, stupid. I made that mistake
I
earlier.
sent her the link. Bitch, come on.
Oh shit.
Let's go.
Here we go.
I'm
Come
down.
on.
Let's go.
Oh shit.
We have plenty of victims around here. Don't think that's helping either.
Speaking of which, somebody said E-Rock comment. E-Rock and Liam McEnany are joining us tomorrow for a Sunday episode.
Big W, who you talking about, Willis?
Kim, it's not funny. It's just honest truth. Like, if you are going to talk shit on other streams, come on here right now and address it. That's it.
Yeah, and you can't be like, and she talks shit about me, even though I talk literally shit about every fucking body. If she talks shit about me, guys, I feel bad.
Who knew that Lemmy had this fucking super hot girl voice in it? That's fucking... I never wanted to fuck Lemmy more than this moment.
you know.
For me, I suck dick for meth. I feel bad for me.
This is why I loved Opie and Anthony back in the day.
Wow.
like this.
And why do we know that she sucked dick for meth? Did she tell people?
Is it on her
that?
rap sheet? I feel like it's on her rap sheet. I'm not.
I love that for Louis. I don't think specifically that would be on a rap sheet. Sucked dick for meth. I don't think that's how the courts word it. But I get your point, Lemmy. I do get your point. And Lemmy is going to get to that rap sheet very, very shortly.
Oh, I think somebody has the rap sheet.
Does somebody have it? Somebody send it to me.
I mean, sucking dick.
I would read it. I'll read it
sucking
out
dick for
loud.
meth is a
You want to
choice.
judge? You want to be a judgmental fucking bitch? I'll judge you.
Do you guys understand why Rodney's one was actually funny? So what Lemmy's doing right now is funny. It's funny. Now, granted, she didn't sell tickets for it.
She could have.
She could have. People would have bought tickets for this.
I'll judge you. And nobody gives a fuck. I'll judge myself harshly, dude. Again, spent 10 years with a fucking awful alcoholic who literally shit in a cooler and fucked a dude in his ass. Well, not fucked it. I'm sorry. Swiped his flaccid penis on a man's asshole. I'm sorry. That's so
He
much less gay.
squished his little worm cock into a man's ass.
Mash.
Meow, meow.
Lemmy, I can send you some screenshots via Discord if you want
All
to
right,
read them.
I'm looking. I got it.
She's ripping with the files.
So Roji's, as Arthur just said, Roji's like, oh, you want to read the rap sheet? I got the rap sheet.
It's his. It's the home screen on his phone.
Yes.
Take me a minute.
The more you talk about how small his dick is, the better I feel about myself.
Again, I'm a fan of tiny penises.
Really?
Yeah.
Tiny
Yes,
penis
I have a
is
shallow vagina. DJ Electra.
Also,
Shut
I
up.
have a shallow
Tiny
G
pussy.
spot. Yeah.
All right,
Just-
Lemmy and DJ Electra, please get in contact with me.
Like,
Word.
All right, Ray DeVito, the gummy smoker. Dean, if you poop in an esky, does it drain out the plug counterclockwise? Very, very funny. I wouldn't poop in an esky, Ray DeVito, the gummy smoker. That's where I put my refreshing beverages. It's in an esky. You don't shit where you eat or shit where you drink, you know? Cooler is effectively a fridge, right?
Yes.
Imagine opening the doors of your fridge and just shitting in it.
No.
No, you wouldn't do that.
No.
It's fucking insanity.
Yes, like 1 inch and
Word.
you're good. You
Ooh,
hit
you
that
are you-
right
that's
there.
a
Boom,
lucky-
boom,
What
boom.
you're saying is I'm a half an
lucky
inch away,
bitch.
Electra. Got it.
Are you,
Yeah, I mean,
Electra,
I'm just
are
saying.
you a squirter by any chance?
All right, fellas.
Please
Calm down. Calm down. She said her fucking G-spot's easy to find and these cunts want to make her squirt immediately. Just settle down, fellas.
I don't know if I should say that on here because this is the internet and it never goes away if I say that.
All right, hold on. Soliciting
What?
prostitution, loitering for prostitution, petty larceny. All right, are
shit.
we reading Chad's rap sheet or
Holy
who are we reading?
Oh,
She's
man.
Nicholson?
She did Chad dirt then, didn't she? Hey? Soliciting prostitution. I guess that's what you call his opening for Swartzen and Godfrey. Yeah.
Chats. We're reading
Petty
rap
larceny, burglary with intent to commit felony, forgery, attempted theft, unauthorized signing of a credit card.
Oh my
Who does that
God.
sound like?
Chad
Obtain, possess credit card without cardholder's consent, using identification information
That
of
sounds
another.
bad.
That's fucking crazy. Solicit lewd, lascivious acts. Possession
That's
of
the blowjobs.
methamphetamines. That's actually kind of base. Meth.
Dynamite drop in lecture. Yep. That's what English means. Good job.
Meth is fun at the beginning, but then kind of destroys your life at the end. I couldn't imagine sucking cock or opening my fucking legs for it. That's insane behavior.
No longer than
I've
5
done meth.
minutes, right?
I've done meth, but you know what I did to buy it? I fucking poured concrete like a human being with self-respect.
I love. She's right. Right? And as Min Diggity says right here. Oh, Meth is not that one. Fuck me, chat mode. Meth is fun, like it is. You just can't get too deep. But I do love the fact. I love that quote from Lemmy. I've done meth. But you know how I bought it? I poured concrete like a normal human being.
That's the classic concrete pouring to meth pipeline.
Look, and I have poured concrete in my life. Not large amounts, but I've
Mhm.
been required to when putting up a light pole and stuff like that.
Sure.
Got a concrete in the ground. So yeah, I'm with Lemmy. I paid for my meth by pouring concrete too.
As you should.
But no, again, Lemmy's owning it. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, yeah, people call me white trash. Yeah, I've done my meth, but I work my ass off to fucking cash a paycheck to then go purchase it. So, you know, I've got the moral high ground there, I guess.
Oh my God.
Anywho, possession of methamphetamine, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia, and forgery in the first degree. Who the fuck would trust you?
Yeah. AB. Whoops. Do they have cute slang for meth in Australia? No, not really. Meth does feel like that's the problem. Like, it's amphetamines. Let's, you know, like rich people call it amphetamines, you know. We call it meth when you want to make people sound like white trash, you know, but it's amphetamines. That's the game. But no, I think people call it rock. Gear is the top word used for it. I'm gonna get some gear. So yeah, there's a little bit of drug knowledge from Australia. And Jay, got any thoughts on Lemmy's latest part of the rant?
Yeah, it is a quite an extensive rap sheet, certainly. And you got to understand that when you have called people out for infinitely less and have judged people extremely harshly for infinitely less, even to a point of like pre-crime, then when people are confronted, especially people that you've judged with actual crimes, an ample amount of them, and you can take the Stuttering John tack that, oh, it was a different time. But like, I've never been one on this. I know that certain people are. I'm not on the statute of limitation. There's no statute of limitations really for making fun of something, right? We've been told that the ESO stuff is too. Why are you guys talking about that? That was a couple of years ago, as they cover Stuttering John's high school transcript. So,
yeah, 100%. And Min Diggity here, Kim, a legend. She's street smart too. You can tell she turned it around. That's not nothing. No, like, I think I've been clear about that. Like, I do have empathy for the situation she was in. And I'm sure as hell not saying that she deserved any of it or any of that. My whole stance is you walked into it. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's what like friendly people have been saying for months now is, you know, if you're going to do this, it's going to hit you back hard. People are going to be screaming stuff like Lemmy screaming right now. That's going to happen to you. If she's comfortable with that, then more power to her. That's cool. But this was an epic rant from Lemmy, and it is worth going over. Brody Hooper 75, thanks for the 2. I just wanted to say DJ is an annoying, gross skeezer. Well, thank you for the $2, and I hope you're satisfied with getting that message across. Now, DJ Electrify did say on Clowntown today that she has watched our show before, and she said she liked it. So,
okay, then we take all that back.
Yeah, and I've heard she's got nice tits, so I'm not going to shit on DJ. Eh? And I think her voice is kind of sexy too. I'll give her that. She's got a pretty sexy voice when she's not drunk off her ass.
That's the little caveat.
Yeah. Is that American Cupcake up there?
Yes, it is.
Oh. Didn't even know who was on. Oh, because the chat was over him and Roshi before. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's right.
No,
look
it's
like you've been
not. I
working
poured
out.
concrete for it. I would never, ever in my wildest fucking dreams suck dick for any drug.
Fair. I might eat a snatch for some drugs though.
Hey,
It
now.
is different, isn't it? It is
Talk about
different.
the perfect crime. Like,
Jim Jeffries fucking sitcom legit. And what's her name? He played fucking Princess Leia. Was that bitch's name?
Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher plays like a head of a studio, and they're like, Jim's gone in to like try and get a sitcom, and she like tells him to fucking eat her pussy if he wants to. And it was just a funny take on the whole Weinstein thing and all
Yes.
that there's this high-powered woman getting her fucking snatch eaten by fucking aspiring comedians. That was funny. Young on Vibe says skeezer is a deep insult. LOL. Can you give me some context of what that means? Because I'd love to know.
Say a particularly grimy hoe, I think would be a synonym.
Right. Is skeezer like a combination of multiple words into like one gross word or something?
I don't know. Maybe it has the same derivation as like to skeeve something. We might say to be grossed out by something.
Right. Mint Diggity says skeezer is cold. So, are we talking Lionel Messi making some cunt run into a goalpost cold, or
it's up there?
It's up there.
I've never sucked dick for any payment. I suck dick because I like it.
Exactly.
Dynamite dropping again. Like, probably didn't need that clarification, DJ. We'll say that.
The famous memed on New York Times op-ed. We should all know less about each other.
Yes. But if you like it, DJ Electra, hit my
Sure.
DMs.
Hey, now.
Hey,
Bingo!
fucking man.
Hey, Admiral.
Goddamn man.
Cheers.
Yeah, fucking right.
Hit the follow button. Hit the like button.
So there we go. That was the Little Lemmy outburst. That's Kim Nicholson. And again, people like Mint Diggity in the chat. Like I enjoy people like Mint Diggity that are just here to, give the other side of things. Make us fucking, think about it from all angles.
Mhm.
But sadly, I have to say, sorry, Kim, you kind of had that coming. And again, we shit on Keanu all the time, and we understand the deep-rooted thing between Kiki and Kim Nicholson. But when someone like Little Emmy is, pushed to breaking point, that's the time where you stop and go, do I need to reassess how I'm going about it?
Yeah. I hope that this is a learn. I'm an optimist. I hope that this is a learning experience. Because the best time to change something other than yesterday would be today. Yeah, I'm trying to put a positive spin on this, on what was a sound drubbing.
Yeah, and a couple of people back to back. Michaela first. In 6 years, I've never seen Lemmy like that. Yeah, like I've seen moments where she builds to close to something like she has a little outburst.
Yeah.
But no, nothing to that extent where you can have a 13-minute clip from Doom with Lemmy just fucking crushing. And then who is it? Papa Dan. It's rare seeing Lemmy lose a shit like that. It really is. Mint Diggity getting a lot of fucking attention today. That was an all-timer. It really was. And it's one of those things where, again, I can feel empathy for Kim Nicholson and what she went through, but at the same time, look at what Lemmy just did and go, that was pretty epic. You know what I mean? And that's, it's not like, haha, fuck you, Kim. It's more like, could be a wake-up call. You know what I mean? An opportunity to hear words being fucking delivered quite eloquently and all that. Like, it's an opportunity to, like, look in the mirror, I guess.
They're not mutually exclusive of each other.
Yeah.
And further, again, yeah, you and I feel empathy for what, or sympathy to be direct, for what she's
gone through. We all have excuses for our behavior, right? Why should we have to accept yours? And the next person, when they give their motivations, that's dismissed offhandedly. That's part of where this comes from. And again, the over the top, constant judgment, as if we're in a corner of the internet that's particularly non-judgmental and friendly. No, so for it to be perceived as somehow very appreciably different, more over the top than what is standard issue here, then you're really going out of your way.
Yeah, 100%. I do have to remind everyone to hit the like button. Again, our like ratio has been savage lately. I think it was like the other day, I think we had 800 something views and like 40 odd likes. It's like, oi, that's a low amount of likes. That's fucking almost down to Whitney Cummings level. Hits of the like button
before they kick in
on a ratio basis. Last opportunity to get in at supertip.gg/USOA. Taking the kids out tomorrow. Would love a little of the old walking around money, as it were, if you will. Don't forget, we got Cowboy Surely. So we ended up playing. Hang on, I'm just going to go to this. I changed fucking. That's right. I used the same tab. I think we got about a minute into Zen Special.
Yep.
Tough watch. He does have a bit about how names, like everyone with this name is this kind of person, which I think is definitely quality modern humor. You know. Anyway, I didn't know where to fucking turn to next. So I left myself a bit fucking walked myself down a dead end, I think is what I'm trying to say, NJ, and didn't know what to do next. But what I know everyone else can do next is later on in the week, they can tune in to one of the best shows on the internet today.
Which one?
NJR Live.
Oh.
Just a little bit about it, NJ.
Yeah, NJR Live, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, Wednesday night. Presuming there's no sort of hijinks or chicanery, we're going to have Stealth Chaos on.
Oh, hello.
Stealth Chaos is going to put me in my place as an ugly American, boorish. I've described myself as an extra from On the Waterfront. I am a sentient black undershirt. So yeah, we're going to we're going to spar. He's going to really show me how dumb I am. And further, another thing fell into my lap yesterday. I don't know if you guys caught MLC last night, but Chad got into it with Anthony Cumia. Again, my two favorite guys are fighting.
Well, you've always been a Cumia ball washer, so
yeah, that's
you're obviously going to take Cumia's side.
That's what I'm known for. Actually, no, it's really the fact that this happened. Like again, it happened a month ago, and Chad still has fucking nothing. Is stunning to me how Cumia can get him twice. Like that shows how dumb and lazy you are. After he got worked by Carl. Like this guy is really, as my old man would say, on the balls of his ass. So yeah,
you know what? You just reminded me of something that I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
Again, I mentioned earlier this show, Fart in the Wind, all that. You know, I see Anthony Cumia on BYB the other night. He's talking about, I watch all these shows. I'm in the chat rooms and da da da. Never once seen him in this chat. Never once. What did I do that was so bad?
Well, he's presumably he's doing his show prep, right? Because he goes live today.
He's got a show tonight. Yeah, doesn't have time to watch this show.
Yeah.
You know what I think, NJ? It's actually funny. Carl from WATP. He put out a clip. You know, like Aaron. Aaron proves that he's afraid of me. Is what Carl told in his clip. I was like, I mean, great win, Carl. Aaron's afraid of everyone.
It's legally confirmed.
Yeah, he's afraid of it. He's literally got HROs out, like saying like it's not a big win to say
no.
Aaron's afraid of you.
Not
but also, you think Aaron doesn't shit his britches at the thought of me? You know what I mean? You know how I know?
moment.
You know how I know that? Because Carl shit his britches at the thought of me. You remember that little speech he gave at the start of One-on-One with the Aussie guy? It was effectively a speech of like, this is a no-win situation for me. So if I come off looking like dog shit, I just want you all to know that this is a bad situation for me to be in. You know what I mean?
We call that pre-cope in the biz.
Yeah. And on top of that, I'm also asserting that Anthony Cumia shits his britches by the thought of me. You know what I mean? It's just followed on. How am I the only chat he's never been in? You know what I mean? The fuck?
How about that, Pocky?
It's all these tiny little shows fucking Cumia pops up in. Never here. Never. Unbelievable. Anyway, everyone go check out NGR Live. We love it. Support Dabble Tip. I keep forgetting to check my email. I'm sure I've got an email from Flimsy saying that I can get cracking on Dabble Tip any day now.
Look, if Stevie got his Hogwarts letter, then presumably you got yours.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I had a last minute change of schedule, which meant any extras I wanted to look into, I couldn't look into this week, unfortunately. Whoa! Right at the buzzer, as he loves to do. This man loves to play with my emotions. You know what I mean? Just when I think today, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Just when I thought, what a fucking shithouse show it was today. Barely made any money, playing the steel toe gimmick. The great and powerful Rover. Boom. $50. Rover again. Thankfully, Rover's back on the donation. I don't know if you heard earlier, Rover, but I have told Carl about your sworn affidavit that of all the money you were going to donate until Carl defamed me. I don't know if you caught that earlier. But thanks for getting back on. I'm glad we've sorted that out, that Carl's false statement didn't affect our relationship going forward. So that's good. But Rover says, last night, Chad misspelled the word show. How did he misspell it, Rover? You don't have to give me money for it.
I think he
said
so proof.
Hey?
So, I believe he...
So S-O-W.
No. S-O,
No?
I think.
Just S-O?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Like, I can understand you missed the H and you went S-O-W. How do you miss the H and the W? That's... Oh, boy. Thank you, Rover. Thank you so much for another $50. Rover knows how much I love him. It's on site, Rover. Hugs on site, my friend. And I hope that can happen one day. I'd love to meet the great Rover. Been supporting us since day one. He's a good egg. OG Mumbling Nick's here. I'm gonna put up this on screen and without even pre-reading it, Nick. Ray, you must have been excited with Eckle and myself having that nasty fight yesterday. I bet your fingers were crossed that I was getting the boot. So I guess that's to Ray DeVito, the gummy smoker. And OG Mumbling Nick, we did talk about that little fight earlier today, earlier in the show, because Eckle was on. So you would want to rewind and check that out. But we do need to get Mumbling Nick on the show. I invited him a couple of weeks ago. But it was a bit last minute and all that. So OG Mumbling Nick, DM me next Sunday night. If you're up for it, I'll lock you in. All right.
Very nice.
So just send me a DM, one of your voice memos apologizing like you did last time. That was fun. I told you guys about that, didn't I? Where Echo was winding up Nick, and then I carried it into our show, and then I got a voice message from Nick. He's like, "Hey man, like I don't know if
fuck
you
I
know
do,
that-"
buddy. I can't do a Nick. I can't do a Boston accent.
I love his like how thick his Boston accent is, and it's the cab pack. That's what I love about the Boston accent, the cab pack. Like what's that Norwegian player? Erling Haaland. That's how you'd say it in Boston. Haaland. Anyway, shout out Mum and Nick. Yeah, if you want to be on next week, Nick, send me a DM and we'll lock you in. There's also a couple other guests I wouldn't mind lining up in the coming weeks. But Sunday night next week. It will be Sunday night next week. All right, I promise. I miscalculated. The kids aren't back to school tomorrow, but we also had a babysitter anyway, so it didn't matter. No babysitter cancelled.
Oh, perfect.
Fuck. I guess I've got to do one more Sunday morning. So in the meantime and in between time, on X, you can find me at that sussy guy. Just imagine that Aussie guy and put an S where the A should be. Oh, I got to set an outro video. It's been so long since we've, there it is, closed the show like this. And put an S where the A should be. We'll catch you next time on United States of Australia.
Have no loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's no loyalty among all the fake people. Everyone in the chat, they're all fucking losers that fucking live vicariously through this shit. They have no fucking lives. Shut the fuck up with your opinion. It's a friend of telling you, shut the fuck up and talk about things you know about, but don't lower yourself to the level of this bunch of fair? No, you're not allowed to say to me, let's say it was stolen, materialistic shit.